Here we go.
There we go.
We're back. There you go. Again.
Rookie.
Take two.
We are live now, though.
We are live now. We're live.
Yes.
Finally live. Listen, everybody out there, you know what? I'm not even going to go through the whole spill, man, because it was good. It was dope. And you know what? We weren't even live. So I had a rookie moment. And you know what it is? It's payback. You know what it is? It's payback because Mario is on here and he's paying me back from what I said earlier. He's not supplying y'all with no free figures, man. So I'm just letting y'all know it was payback. I effed up. But anyway, glad to have everybody here with us tonight. We're going straight away. There was no intro, no nothing, because everything was effed up. But I'm so glad to have y'all guys here right now, man, with us. Again, sad moment. I know everybody's out there pissed off because of the simple fact that Henry Cavill was not Superman at the moment. But you know what? Don't fret. Don't sell off your figures. I know people are talking about, man, fuck DC. I'm giving away all my collectibles. Don't do that. Keep them. You don't want to do that. I mean, good things are coming. I mean, I can't say, James Gunn is not going to receive a bit of hate, but it is. Those petitions are going to be formulated tonight. Again, hopefully he can weather the storm. But I know why you're here. We're going to talk about figures. Ended on a high note, basically, especially want to try to end this year when it comes to collectibles on a high note. We got Christmas coming, and we had so much stuff to talk about this week, man, and I can't do it without my brothers, people that, I hold near and dear to my heart. What's going on with y'all today, man? How y'all doing?
Good, man.
What's
Happy to
going
be
on?
here, man. Talk some
Good.
DC.
Yeah, we ain't talking about
Hey, Lel, are
First
we
time.
live? Are we live this time?
Yeah, we live this time. We're
Okay.
definitely
Just
live.
making sure,
That was
bro.
the
Just
practice.
making sure,
So
man.
that the first time was a practice run. We are
double check.
actually officially live right now, going. So it was a
Alright.
practice run. No intro music. Sorry about that, guys. But you know what it is. And I think, like I said, it was payback because even during a practice run, I was about to set up your giveaway and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah, you were. You
Yeah, I was
were.
about to do it. Yeah, and it didn't work. It all
Hey,
backfired. Anyway,
We'll-
how y'all
we'll see.
doing,
We'll see
man?
what I give up.
We'll see how it goes, man. Definitely. Will Fox Vacation, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. Happy to be here, man. And we're going to talk about some Henry Cavill first thing, and it's going to be a blast. And then we're going to talk about Gal Gadot, and we're going to talk about all the fun stuff, man.
Not.
But nah, man, happy to be here, bro. I don't even know what
Yeah.
the topics are. I'm glad we're live because that was a really good test. For the people who don't know, we all thought we were live for the first 3 minutes. Leia went
Yeah.
through the whole intro, and then Mario was like, "Are we live?"
Yeah,
And
we
I
weren't
was
even
like,
live.
"Nah, we're not,
We
actually."
weren't even live at
What if
all.
we did the
man.
whole
bro.
show? Just
I know we could have done
We
literally
had the whole
20
show.
minutes, and
If I'd
nobody
have
would have
looked
known.
up, and nobody would have known anything, man.
I
It
know
was
that shit was
crazy.
hilarious. Now I've done stuff
Chat
like
going, where
that.
y'all at?
I know.
I know.
That's right.
Like, what's going
But,
on with y'all, man? What are you at? What are you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
We'd have been
Happy to
talking
be
the
here.
entire time. Don't worry about it. We
Yeah,
are
man.
here.
Happy to be here, though. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a fun
Yeah,
show, and we're
definitely.
going to talk about a lot of good stuff. Maybe not DC, but maybe DC.
Oh yeah,
So-
we're gonna have a conversation, man. We're gonna
Yeah,
probably
it'll be
talk
good.
about a couple of things. In the atmosphere of collecting, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
man.
So we'll just keep it within collecting. I know there's some tight booties out there because of the announcement, but we're gonna help y'all loosen that up a little bit. Cam, what's going on with you, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh, no, man. What's going on, man?
Ready to loosen up that booty, Cam?
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I'm coming in next. Oh my god.
Speaking of loose booties,
Loosen booties.
Booties
Loose
going on
booties,
next.
bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Glad to be on here as well with Will, and get to see Marco and Mario again. And
Oh,
there you
damn.
go. Need them. Need them.
Slap them cheeks.
That's
Get
right.
them cheeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loose. Grab that caboose.
And it's
There
them Christmas Christmas colors. Embrace the cheeks, Cam's custom gloves.
you go.
All day
holiday.
for the holiday. And if you use the code 501 grab them, you will get 50% off. Definitely.
5-1 grab them.
But nah, Cam, thank you for being
Yeah,
here,
man. Glad to
cousin.
be here, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, always. And you know what? You know what? It ain't. You see him. Hey, did you see that just now, Mario? I'm about to introduce him. He just started stroking the beard real
I know. I
quick.
was
You saw that real quick?
yeah.
You saw it real quick?
My
You know what I
time.
mean? It's like, yo, he's like, it is my time. So let me
He's
stroke
ready.
that beard.
He's ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, maybe, you know what? Guys, hide your girls, man. Keep them away because we got one of the smoothest mofos that ever touched the collecting community. My man,
I'm-
look at that voice coming in.
Look, I'm married now. Look, low key. I had to put low key.
Right.
Don't
Yeah,
key to the side.
He festers at time to time, but low key, I had to put him to
Keys
bed.
to the side. He put him to bed.
You
He's
know.
coming, but you're still smooth though.
But
you still,
years back, that you might have a problem.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
you can never put the smooth away though. Bro. You can't put the
It
smooth.
never
away.
really goes away.
It don't go away. But anyway, Calvin, so glad to have you here, brother. How you doing,
I
man?
appreciate the invite, man. Thank you, Cam, Marco, Will. Happy to see y'all. Mario, I feel like I just saw him yesterday. He was just at the house a couple days ago. So
Yo, he
actually, I
told,
saw him twice this weekend. He hung out with him twice this weekend, as a matter of fact.
bro,
That's a lot,
he
man.
told me he was at the crib, and he said when he walked in the crib, it was like a museum.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He was like, yo, it was like crazy in there. I
He
was
had
like,
to pick
yeah.
up. Yeah, Eddie and I went over there, man. Both our drawers were on the floor, bro. He's over there scooping us both up, man.
Wait.
Your
What was on
jaws
the
or
floor?
your
Oh,
drawers?
Jaws. Because I heard draws.
I was like, damn.
No.
No, I'm
Like,
just sad I didn't go.
Bro,
There were no draws on the floor. There were no draws on the floor.
They said balls on the floor. It's like if your balls on
like,
the floor,
"Jaws."
you need to consult a doctor.
Yo, Cal was like, yo, hold up, my lady watching, bro. When the drawers
Yeah,
wasn't on the
true.
floor, bro. Pick them drawers
We're
up.
going to talk about that.
Talking about those drawers, bro. I'm gonna keep them drawers in your pants. But anyway, man, thank you for being here as always, bro. So glad to have you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely, man. El Profesoro, man. What is going on with you, my brother? How you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Just happy to be here amongst the 1-6 familia, dude. So ready for
Definitely.
tonight's discussion, man. It's be fun.
Yeah, tonight's discussion is going to be crazy. I cannot wait. I mean, it's going to be a lot to really talk about tonight. So thank you for being here. Last but not least, my bro, my man, Mr. 1-6 Fix, Marco himself, aka Narmo. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. Excited for to talk some figures.
Yeah.
Unrelated, but I will be selling some future grails right here. 1,500 friends and family DM me. Totally
Let's chat.
unrelated, but
Definitely, bro. Yeah, and it's some future grills right there, man. It's sad news. Sad news. I keep getting these emails from Jason too. Jason, shout out to you, bro. Like, yo, I'm not even gonna read this stuff because he is, yeah, he's a little
He's upset.
pissed right now. He is. He's a Henry Cavill fan, bro. Like, so he's a little pissed right now. So
I think we all are, right?
yeah,
He's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely. I mean, yeah. You know what? Can't change it, bro. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure Cavill's gonna pick something up. It's just kind of sad that he did this. They did this after he left The Witcher. You know what I mean? Like he's not doing that. You know, and that announcement again for me. I just feel as though DC they need to clean some things up, man. That making that announcement, a premature announcement, fresh off the heels of Black Adam, that wasn't financially successful for him. You're making that announcement. It's kind of hard, bro. Like it's like, what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? Like, where do you go at that point, man? Like it's kind of sad, but anyway, I don't know. Hopefully something works out for him, and I guess we do have to trust James Gunn and where he's going with it. But for right now, it's gonna be some picket signs outside his door, bro. Like people gonna be steaming right now because of it. So anyway,
Trust the process.
yeah, trust the process. That's the only thing that we can do right now, man. Is trust the process and see where that takes us, man. But anyway, thank you guys, everybody out there, for tuning in. We are so glad to actually have you here. Before we actually push forward, again, just want to put this out there, like I say, because we are actually entering the final week of the Christmas initiative. Again, all proceeds, super chats, everything that we actually receive goes towards making sure that kids will be able to celebrate the holidays and have such a great time again. This is the cause. This is what we do it for, is to pay it forward and make sure that people can celebrate. Us who are fortunate, we want to make sure that we can give back to those who aren't fortunate. So definitely Christmas initiative. Just wanted to kind of put that out there. Thank you for being a part of it and supporting. And yeah, it's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride all the way from Halloween initiative to Thanksgiving initiative, now Christmas initiative, and we're ending it out. I'm not doing nothing for New Year's because I am not supporting people's drunken habits. I'm not buying anybody beers, alcohol, anything like that. So that's out of the question. Anyway, thank you guys. And let me just address the chat real quick. There's a few people we have out there that are watching tonight. Let me see who we got here. We got Feezy Figs. Thank you for being here. We got Tobar, Uncle Keith in the building. Charlie the Unicorn. We got Mr. McPickle. Calvin's out there, man. What? Who else we got? All in the game. Thomas Brown. We have let's see who else. Cam's out there. Vibes is in the building. Who else do we actually have? DT Artman is in the building. Renz Talentino, the great Renz Talentino, is actually out there with us. Thank you for being here. Collector Joey is in the building. Who else we got? Del A Yomo. Uncommon Flex is in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. Who else do we got here? Brandon Salad, I just saw you. Thank you for being here. Every time I say your name makes me hungry. Pablo Mesa. Who else do we basically got here? Spice is in the building. My man Spice. Blurred Dad Life. No Cavill. Yep, no Cavill, bro. He's out. James Gunn has made the announcement. It is official. Henry Cavill has put up a statement himself just to let everybody know it is what it is. So you already know. Two Ferns, Pure Storage. And who else we got? Kate Carter is in the building. Thank you for being here. And we all know that the infamous Booty Bots will be in here later. So I just want to kind of warn you of that. Every time we have Mario on the show, the Booty Bots are bound to show up.
That's true.
So let's see who else we got. And we got Doc Smizzle in the building. So thank you for being here, man. We do appreciate all you guys for coming through and showing some love, man. That's what it's all about. Ooh, we got a $50 super chat that actually just came through. That is from Howard Plots, man. Thank you so much for such a great cause. A single toy can determine whether Santa visits on Christmas or not. Do what you can, bro. We appreciate that. Thank you so much for that.
It's amazing.
Love that message.
Yeah, man, definitely. Such a great message. And it is true. It is definitely true. So thank you for that, and your support. Everybody who's been supporting such a great cause throughout the entire holiday season, we thank you very much for that. And we definitely appreciate your donations and, just coming through, man. Definitely just coming through. We got another super chat here by Ash Chase. Ash coming through here, and my computer is taking its own sweet time. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Let's see. What else we got here? It's still not working. Come on. Come on. Can y'all see it?
Not
Hold
yet.
up.
Oh,
It said
there's
for the
Ash
kids,
Chase.
happy
He's back.
holidays.
We said for the kids, happy holidays. There we go.
kids.
There we go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And there was another one that actually came through afterwards, right below my lady. Latoya T is in here. Thank you for being here, baby. Let me see who else we got. And Luminar is actually out there. Thank you for being here. We got a $9 super chat that just came through. And that's from Collector Joey. He said, for the kids, hope they have a great Christmas. Thank you very much for that, man. I do appreciate that. So what do we talk about first, man? Like, it's so much that we can actually dip into. We want to save the best for last or the last for first, man. What y'all want to do? What y'all want to talk about first?
We don't want to stop. We don't want to continue what's been hot off the press, or we're going to put that to rest.
I mean, if we can talk about it, but I mean, because here's the thing, and I guess we can because it does relate to collecting. You know what I mean? In the collecting community, we have so many statues out there that have been made of Henry Cavill. You know what I mean? Yeah. Of course, we have the black suit Superman, the double pack that we got, the Nightmare Batman, the black suit Superman.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Gonna be sold out tomorrow.
Exactly.
I
know. You think about that? The hype is real for that, bro. And then on top of that, didn't they just put out a promo? And I think somebody put it in a, we saw this last night in our personal chat. They put up photos of like future figures that are actually coming. And wasn't Superman on one of them? Wasn't Cavill on one of them?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
It was
Cavill
the
was on
classic,
one of them.
Blue and red suit, yeah.
So it was a classic blue and red suit from the end of Black Adam.
Oh, Black Adam. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking it'd be the.
So
what's it called?
spoiler alert. So that is basically supposed to drop. So again, like that is really going to be a problem. Like if you think about it for right now, like I mean, everybody, and again, you say that Mario, but that's dead serious. Do you know everybody's going to be cramming for those figures, bro?
Definitely,
you know what I mean?
It
like
happens all the time, whether it was something like this or unfortunately, a passing of some actor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what everybody clamours on to get, that particular piece, and then things just skyrocket after that. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and let me go to Calvin. Calvin, do you have Superman in your collection at all, bro?
Yeah, I got both the red suit and the black suit right here. So Now I'm sitting there like, damn, maybe I should look for that statue.
Bro, Kevin's got everything in his collection.
Yeah,
man.
He got everything.
I don't have everything.
You have everything in that collection, bro.
I'm looking at Jim Mint's page. I'm like, I ain't got none of that.
All right, maybe not everything.
I'm looking at other people's. I'm like, I ain't got none of that. I do okay, but trust me, there's plenty of stuff I don't have.
Yeah.
This is a new acquisition though. I just got him in last night. I sent some of y'all the pictures I had to pull up with the work truck. I was like,
Yeah, I saw that, bro. I definitely saw that. But yeah, so I mean, we got this. Oh, real quick, before we actually go jump into that, I got another $25 super chat. I just want to basically address real quick. It is from Jan Michael Jameer. I may not be rich, but I'm blessed, spreading my blessings to others, spreading aloha. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that, man. Definitely, that's the way it is. Yeah, like I mean, with this, man, like this. So let me ask you a question, Will.
Yeah, man.
Do you think that this, we're going to start seeing a rush to purchase these figures now that the announcement has been made that Henry Cavill's not going to be there anymore?
Dude, I actually think you might, Leo. I think we might see a little bit of a rush here for people that were a little bit maybe on the fence before this news came out. Because, like Mario said, like there's always situations, for example, like, I think it might have been sold out at the time, but the T'Challa, right? The T'Challa from the Black Panther solo film. At the time, like everyone wanted that figure once T'Challa had unfortunately passed. And, this is not quite on the same level as that, but it is, him moving on from DC. So you're not going to see this Superman again on the screen anytime soon, maybe ever again. So it's maybe they pull up like they did with No Way Home. Maybe DC does something like that. And they're like, oh, Henry Cavill Superman, he's back making an appearance. They could easily do something like that if there's enough demand for it. But I think you're right. I think you're onto something, Leia. I don't want people to FOMO it though. Like I don't want, that's something I would recommend to try to fight against, like to try to fight that urge. Like unless you waited this long because you were really just scouting a deal, then if you really don't want this, don't buy it, because this is not something that you need just because Henry Cavill is no longer Superman. If you want it all along, you've just been waiting to save up or just waiting for the right time for a discount and it just never came and you always wanted it, sure, by all means go for it if it was always on your radar. But other than that, man, I'd say don't panic purchase. I'd say don't do that, because we also have to remember, from what at least they told us, InArt's going to make him. So InArt is going to make black suit and red suit supposedly. So so that is also going to be made probably with rooted hair. Yes, again, I always have to throw out the disclaimer. We don't know how InArt products are going to be in hand. However, it is going to be made. And it is going to be something that, we don't, it's something to factor in, right? So I do want people to also recognize this is not the only Superman that exists. Like you said, Leo, they're going to make another one. They already teased at Hot Toys. InArt's going to make it. J&D is about to show their off. I know it's a totally different ball game, but there are going to be other Supermans. And just because he doesn't appear on screen again, doesn't mean Hot Toys can't be like, you know what? We're going to make another fucking Henry Cavill Superman just because we want to, right? And they could easily make another one. So just because he's not going to appear on screen again doesn't mean another one could not be made. So, it's the same, I know he passed away, but like Heath Ledger, they're continually making Heath Ledger every year, basically, in different scales. Yeah. So, and obviously he hasn't appeared on screen, since he passed. So that's something, where there could be more Henry Cavill Superman. So if you don't love black suit Superman, don't panic. But I do think people are probably going to anyway. So, I do think no matter what anyone says, they're going to be like, you know what? I was on the fence. I'm getting this Superman because he's not appearing again. And I'd say maybe take a little bit of a step back from that. Think about it a little bit, because you are going to have options. And I also think it's just really important, just my philosophy, to evaluate whether you truly want this or whether you're feeling hardcore FOMO. Because I think this is the ultimate fear of missing out figure right now, because this is the news and everyone's panicking, or they could be anyway. We don't know that. But, I would just say proceed with caution. Tread lightly, in other words.
Definitely. Let me ask you, bro. I mean, do you think...
What's up?
Do you think that it's possible that, like, say, with this announcement, that the deal could have gone sideways if Henry Cavill announced this whole thing prematurely without Warner Brothers making a statement? You think it's possible that WB could go back to all these these companies and just pull that Henry Cavill license and prevent them from making any more
I
feature
mean, they
figures?
could, but I don't
Anything from
think so,
Enron
because
or
there's still
Prime
money
One?
to be made there. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
it
there's
is.
yeah. So I mean, I don't think they're going to turn that away. They're just going to be like, okay, let's get it done. Let's turn over a new leaf. But I mean,
Mhm.
I just think, I mean, because Riley was messaging me about this, and I feel bad for him and all the super Henry Cavill fans out there, because he is very good in the role. I think clearly this shows that DC had absolutely no plan whatsoever. And I think that's basically what people criticize Star Wars for for the sequels and stuff, right? So we have to again do the same for DC, because we have to look at DC and be like, well, clearly if they brought Henry Cavill back and now they're kicking him to the curb, that they really didn't have a plan. They were just kind of like, let's just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. And that's kind of what Star Wars had done too with the sequels a little bit, to be fair. And I love them, but so I just feel like we also have to be consistent in how we approach that criticism.
Yeah.
Because if we're going to criticize Star Wars that way, we have to do the same with DC. And we also have to recognize that, yes, Henry Cavill is very good in the role, but clearly DC is cleaning house and wiping the slate. That's what they're doing. They're like like Marco was kind of insinuating. They're basically doing with the 76ers. They're saying like, trust the process. Like, we're going to reboot this entire goddamn thing. Like any team that's tanking, basically. They're not trying to lose money, but you get the idea. So it's not a perfect analogy, but they're trying to like literally start over, basically, it sounds like. And that's probably what they should do, to be honest.
That's basically the route that they're
Unfortunately.
doing really quick. Before I actually jump over to you, Cam and Mario, and then welcome aboard my brother, Space Pimp himself, brother Cousins in the building, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Bro, thank you so much for being here. Sorry that I was late. And this news, I didn't know anything about this until you guys started talking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Because last I heard, Henry Cavill was making a comeback. He was going to be there. Looked like they got rid of everybody else, but they were going to make it all about him. Apparently, that's not the case.
Yeah, nah. They made an announcement tonight, James Gunn. It's on the Hollywood Trades right now, and also Cavill himself put out a statement on his Instagram page. A long statement. So there's no more. It is some bullshit.
They don't know. I'm sorry. They don't know what the hell they're doing. And that's ridiculous. Who the hell they going to replace? He's the best Superman right now. What the hell?
Probably Army Hammer.
No, I'm
joking. God, please don't put
Could
that
you
guy
imagine?
Yeah, let's have
Jesus
the camera.
No.
I know Michael B had a project in development, which is probably dead too, but I'd love to see him step in as Superman.
be great.
Obviously, that'd be incredible.
Yeah, I mean that definitely would be, man.
They might as well hire Tom Welling at this point.
Oh no, that's going too far back.
Hire Will. Can Will be on your
I'll do bald Superman. I'm more like One Punch
guns,
Man at
bro.
that point.
I mean, you see them guns like ripping, man. So
Yeah, man.
All right, real quick though, we got a super chat, another super chat here by the Josh Baker, 1999 super chat. Thank you for actually that. He said, "Joe, happy holidays and spreading some cheers to the kids." So thank you very much for that, man. We appreciate that. Cam, your thoughts on this, man? Your thoughts on this news, bro, and the happenings. Like, is it something that, I mean, because here, like, you're like, we're comic book fans. I've always been more of a Marvel fan than anything else. Marvel first for me. DC has always basically played the second, but it's always been there for me, bro. But what are your thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, for me, obviously, it's the opposite, because like I started out as a DC fan, honestly, and I got into it by drawing comics or recreating comic book photos of Batman and Superman. So for me, it's kind of weird, because it's like I always resonated more with MCU because it just made more sense, right? The story just grammatically just went together back and forth. But with the DCU, it's always just been all over the place.
Yeah.
So when you see the story now and you see them, basically clean and slate, it doesn't surprise me, because it's like, this is what they've been doing for how many years now, getting 4 or 5 different Batmans or different actors, having 2 or 3 different Supermans. Flash is in rehab. Who knows when his ass is coming out? So it's like,
Never.
It's just like, it's no surprise. And then Ray Fisher, sadly, we're probably never going to see Ray Fisher again, which is the worst part. So
no chance.
Like I said, they're going to chalk up this previous version of the DCEU into prehistoric DC, or either they're going to call it before JG. That's what they're going to call it, like before Christ almost. And it's going to be like That's basically how they're going to insinuate it at this point, and just going forward. Hopefully, I mean, they have some type of direction, but like I said earlier, hopefully it's not centered 100% around Peacemaker, because right now that seems to be the only slated story that kind of is on track and actually makes sense. I'm excited to see what the Blue Beetle has in store, but it seems like, I don't know, it seems like putting that out now that we know that we're going to get a brand new timeline, is kind of confusing, like how is that gonna, because like, DC Comics, it always started with JSA, right? And then eventually turned into the Justice League. But Blue Beetle doesn't come into the comics until so many years after that's been put together already. Yeah. So it just seems like we're skipping back and forth again, and we're gonna be left with the same mess to try to explain to our girlfriends at the end of the day, to be honest with you. Because I mean, you sit here and you think like, all right, your wives or your girlfriends are like, okay, so which Batman is this? Well, this Batman is the Batman before Affleck, after what's it called? And he don't live in this world. He live in another world, which is another multiverse called Planet. And I'm like,
yep,
you have to draw this out. You literally have to write this type of
stuff.
You know
what?
To explain to people. So
that's very true.
The sad part is, the thing is, I would hate to be both James Gunn and what's the other guy's name?
Safran.
Safran. Is this Peter Safran or something like that? Is that his name? Or
right?
Yeah, I think so. So I would hate to be both of them, because it's like you're coming into a situation that you have to right the wrong that's actually been done. And that the only way that you can do it, that it's going to make sense, is to completely clean the slate and start new. And on top of that, it's one of those situations where you're listening to, or it's a simple fact that now, even like the Zack Snyder era, you have to kind of wipe the slate. And both Zack Snyder and James Gunn are cool. You know what I mean? Like, they're completely cool. You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, that gets wiped, completely clean. You're starting from scratch. And I'm pretty sure they understand that. But it's now a readjustment period for everybody who's actually followed the characters, the actors who portrayed these characters. But I mean, in fairness, a lot of people going to hate me when I say this. I definitely don't blame James Gunn at all.
Not at all.
I don't blame him, because it's not his fault. It's not, he's doing what has to be done, because of the simple fact that regardless of what you would have put out recently or even going forward with these characters, they're still carrying baggage of what came before this. People are going to still have the expectations for a Justice League 2. They're going to actually cry and scream about that, bring Zack Snyder back, because that's all they've been talking about. A lot of people have been talking about that. And that's, you don't want to set false expectations. So I don't really blame him, but at the same time, it's going to be sad not to see, Henry Cavill suit up again. That's the thing. That's what he.
And honestly, it makes sense why he's trying to, like you said, like why he wants to clean slate and redo it 100% is because if himself wants to do the DCEU justice, then that's probably the only way he feels like, he can do that. You know what I'm saying? By starting from the beginning and being able to put out a story that he really feels is strong enough to hold up to any other IP.
Yeah. Definitely. Blackbird Tech, he says, so is Black Adam, or is The Rock out as Black Adam? Probably is, because he falsified the numbers for he falsified the numbers as far as how much. He said that it made 400 million and it didn't even reach 400 million yet. He said they broke even at like they broke even, I think, in profit at 78 million or something like that. And I'm like, hell no, that didn't even happen.
Does this mean that the Super Pets is out too?
Probably.
Bets.
Everything. My thing is,
we need to see.
What about Shazam?
I mean,
Shazam's
like
Shazam. I forgot about Shazam.
I mean, Gal Gadot, bro. Like, damn, man. Like, I just got that damn statue too, man. I'm like, come on, man. Like, don't do that to me, bro. Like, don't.
Did yours come with the alternate comic head sculpt?
Yeah, it did.
Well, there you go. Problem solved.
It came with nah, man. I'm gonna still rock with Gal, man. Nope, she's gonna still sit there, bro. But yeah, definitely, man. I mean, yeah, she was a great Wonder Woman, bro. She definitely was. I mean, they haven't said anything about her. I don't know if they've had a conversation with her about it, but I don't know. I just don't know. And I know that a lot of people, like, even, 1/6 shooter, he's like, Cavill for the Beyonder. The problem is, when I think about Marvel and him jumping ship to go to Marvel, do they want that? The thing is, they have respect for him, but would you want that tainted atmosphere in your IP? And what I mean is not his fault, but it's just a simple fact that people are going to still talk about him and Superman. Press tours they go on for any movie if he's in the MCU. The conversation is going to be about Superman. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I think
It's gonna
maybe
be tough.
eventually. I think maybe eventually that can happen. I mean, considering we saw Spider-Man rebooted 3 times, bro, right? And each
Yeah.
of them, both Toby and Andrew had issues, but later on down the line, after years,
They
all
brought him
came
back.
back together. Yeah, they all brought him back. So
Yep.
it's
True.
maybe later on down the line they can do something like that as well.
I don't
Yep.
know. We'll see, man. We'll definitely see. And that this picture right here, I brought this up because again, just to be honest though, a lot of figures that they have on here, like, we have the reissue of Catwoman that we see there, Selena Kyle. The Golden Armor Wonder Woman it's been out for a while. Peacemaker, we know is coming. Black Adam's coming, and then there's a reissue on the what is it? The tactical suit Batman, and then we have the Batman. But this Superman with the vibrant blue and that emblem, do you think that this is going to be a reissue or this is going to be something new from the Black Adam film? Because they have him here with Black Adam, so you think we're going to see this again?
I think so. I think it's definitely from the Black Adam film. I mean, this JL figure has been gone for a minute, and now that thing's going to skyrocket even more. But
Yeah, bro.
I definitely think that this is some sort of tease for the Black Adam film. It'll probably be some sort of exclusive, even though nothing is coming up. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely have to see, man. But it's going to be tough to kind of like see where this is going to lay, man. Because like right now, and this news is dropping, so you just best believe it's going to be throughout the night. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of conversations. I know Jason's at home right now, pissed because my phone's been blowing up the entire time, bro.
Yeah.
He is pissed, like really pissed, bro. But I mean, I understand. It's like when you let somebody actually make this announcement. And then, and that's, it's not good, bro. It's not a good look. So hopefully they'll clean it up. Everybody out there, I mean, let me know what you think. Are you going to actually jump on that bandwagon and get that black suit Superman before it sells out? Are you going to try to get your hands on the Superman? Are you going to wait and see if this one drops? Who knows? But I want to get into this conversation just to kind of move on from it, because I know, like I said, it's going to be a conversation that people are going to be having all night. But I want to talk about this, man, because I was kind of excited when I woke up this morning and I saw that finally Hunter had actually dropped. I'm so excited about this figure, man. I mean, I'm over the moon about it. I'm so glad that we're getting it. In my opinion, I did like a corner today, and I did the corner, and in my opinion, I think this head sculpt, I think they fine-tuned it. It looks better to me than the prototype. Mario, I'm gonna let you go first, man. What you think about this piece, bro?
Well, you had to start with me first.
Yes, I have to start with you first.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Start with you first.
Okay, I definitely agree with you with the head sculpt, man. I think it does look a bit better compared to the prototype. It looks fantastic. I love the paint work that they did to it. They've really captured the design of the character in the show. And, again, this is a reminiscent Rambo type looking character, man. We've all thought that, from the very beginning. Tamora Morrison looks good with that little Rambo scarf on his head, man. It looks all right. Aside from that, man, I'm not feeling it, dude.
You're
Let
not?
me tell you why.
Really?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I think it's just because it's not at the fault of Hot Toys. From a figure perspective, I think it's great. I think they nailed everything about the character that they needed to, man. I don't think of any other accessories that it could have come with. Maybe Omega, but I'm expecting that with with Wrecker. But we'll see. But I just didn't really aesthetically, I don't think this figure stands out well alone. He needs to be he needs to have the rest of the team, to really, elevate the aesthetics of this of the character, in my opinion. I get the paint apps and everything. They look great. I cracked open Echo the other day, and while I was expecting it, and I was kind of, I don't want to say disappointed, but I was like, the fact that the weathering is all basically printed on. It's a little bit of a bummer. I would appreciate legit paint apps, on the thing instead of screening, but it is what it is. It still looks good. I'm not, I can't deny that. But yeah, I'm not really that excited for this standalone figure. But what I am excited about is just for the rest of the team. So that being said, I need Hunter put to display. Like I said, I've already got Echo. Right, Hunter will be coming in, sometime later on down the line for sure. And they're gonna look great together. And all these photos that I've seen here in the blogger pics, they absolutely look great together. Just for me, from my opinion, by himself, I don't think he's just as strong, by himself aesthetically. You know what I'm saying? But figure wise, it's fantastic. I think they nailed everything about it.
Yeah, and I think that with these figures though, like it's with the intentions that they're not going to be by themselves because they know that they're only even more unique, as a unit. You know what I mean? Where you get a chance to see the differences and stuff like that. What I like about it is that even when you look at this picture here, you see Tamora Morrison in both sculpts, but they're noticeably different and they're unique in their own way. Right. And that's what I like about it. And that's why I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Wrecker. Even when we look at Crosshair, you can still see a slight hint of Tamora Morrison, just a tad bit different.
That Crosshair looks so good, man.
It looks real good.
Celebration, man. I can't wait for that to drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, to have this in your collection is going to be incredible. Brother Cousins, man, what you think about this piece, bro?
Man, I think it looks amazing. I really like this one. I thought I liked Echo. But I like Hunter way more. I really like. I mean, just the way he's applied. I don't have Echo yet, and the reason why I didn't get Echo just yet because I know how I am. Just having Echo there by himself was going to be a little. I get anxious. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just need somebody with him. So it's good that they gave us Hunter as quick as they did because now we can at least have two figures on the shelf. If you're a Detolf collector, you know what I'm saying? You can have them partnered up, and they look great together. So now it really does wants me. Now it's urging me to go and get Echo and also pick up Hunter. But Hunter by himself, he just looks great. I love the weathering on these figures. I think it's some of the best weathering Hot Toys has done. Now, what Mario said, it just kind of a little taken aback a little bit. I thought the weathering was actually sculpted in. You say that's painted on, Mario?
It's screened. It's screened in. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Kind of like a silk screen process.
Oh wow,
so it's like embedded, within the actual, plastic of the chest piece itself. It doesn't really look like kind of like the clones, the rest of the 501st.
Yeah,
they look good. They look good. It's just that I think just the art of the paint app is just like kind of missing there a little bit. But it's not a deal breaker. Definitely not.
Right.
Yeah.
But they look good. They still look like this right here is just badass. That makes me want to go and get it. I'm getting them. I'm definitely getting them. Don't know where the hell I'm going to put them, but I'm definitely getting them because I want the rest of them. I want to see them all together, and I know that's just going to have such a presence. And I mean, in the head sculpt, the head sculpt on this is just like you said, like the way that they can just do the variations of Morrison's head sculpt. That's amazing in itself. How they can do it. Just the conceptual thinking behind all of it. It's just it's astounding. It's great piece.
And the thing is, what I like about this is the simple fact, and I know, like when we talk about these figures, it's the translation from animation to live action in a sense. And if you're looking at the figures and you're looking at the sculpt, the way they've engineered these bodies and the sculpt itself is more like it's more like in between the both, where it looks good. You know what I mean? In live action, same thing they did with Ahsoka, they did with Rex. They did with everybody else.
Yep.
You can pose, and who knows by the end of the series, if in fact we could possibly see this group in live action, in a film or a television show, whatever it may be. You don't know. I don't know where they're actually going with it, but I guess all is going to be explained. On top of that, these are grails, not grails, but the last time you're going to actually see these individuals in this armor, because we already know that the second season, they're not in the armor anymore. It's totally different, which I looked at those suits so far and I don't like them. I really don't. But, that's why I kind of like want to have a lasting impression of these suits. And that's why I'm so glad it's on its way to be here next Wednesday. But yeah, man, let me go to Marcos, man. Marcos, what you think about these pieces, bro?
Yes, I don't have too much to say on these because the Bad Batch isn't a property that I've gotten too into. These are, kind of akin to the What If figures from Marvel, where they look very nice. Like I definitely appreciate the artistry when it comes to them, and especially these being blacked out troopers. Like that's very appealing to me. But I think there's just too much heat dropping from the properties that I really love.
Yeah.
For me to give this too much headspace. But honestly, I think he came out looking really great. And excited for anyone that's picking it up. Complete diversion here, but where are our Andor announcements? That's not a very figure heavy property, but come on, we need some figures from Andor. Where's my
But is
Andor?
it a
Where's my
figure friendly
Bix?
property though? That's my question.
It might be Mario. I'm hoping so.
There was a Death Trooper in
pick
there.
up a Death Trooper as
There
well.
were troopers. There were
Yeah,
definitely
there
troopers,
were.
man.
But I need an
Yeah.
Andor for sure.
Definitely,
good
bro.
shit.
Definitely.
Mario's right though.
Yeah, true. Will, what you think about these pieces, bro?
Yeah, man, it does look cool. I'm mostly with Marco on this one. Like, it's just one of those figures layout. I've not watched Bad Batch, so I don't really know too much about the character. I will say it does look pretty cool, though. It does have a really cool color scheme and sort of like like a war paint, like trooper type vibe. And I don't just mean because, like you guys said, he looks like Rambo. I mean, even with the helmet on. With the helmet on, he does have kind of like a really interesting look to him. That's a little bit different than, I guess he's not a typical trooper because he's an actual character, but I guess he's a trooper in a sense, right? So I do think he's pretty cool looking. And this is probably going to be a pretty cool line if you're big into the Bad Batch and you really want to collect them all. Like you said, though, I think all you guys have said, like, this is probably one that you're not going to pick up individually. Like, unless you really love Bad Batch and you just want to collect the whole line, you're probably, I wouldn't think you would just get like one of these and call it a day, right? So I don't know if they have that much presence, but I will say that, yeah, they're pretty cool looking. But Marco's right, Leo. Like, there's just for me personally, there's so much heat and there's so much dropping right now and being put up for pre-order. Like, it just kind of like I didn't even realize this had come out, really. I don't think. And so I think I maybe saw Sideshow put up a video, but that was about it. But man, for Bad Batch fans, this is cool, man. It's a really nice looking figure. High Toys nailed the head sculpts. Both of these look really, really good. And I like that they're doing sort of a mix between like live action interpretation and the animated. So I think it's pretty cool, man. Yeah. And like I said, this does have a unique look to it. So I think the Bad Batch will look pretty cool together, provided you're a big fan of the show. But for me, it's just not my cup of tea, so to speak. But I'm not a big trooper guy. I don't really have many troopers, but I do recognize when they're well done. And I think these two are pretty cool and unique and well done. So yeah, man, I think I'd be pretty happy with them if I got them. Like if I had these on pre-order, I'd be like, yeah, this came out pretty good. So just matters how much you care about the character, I guess.
I'm happy I have them. I'll just say that much.
man,
I'm so happy I have them because I just love the way they look aesthetically.
Well, I got someone backstage, bro. I think.
Was somebody backstage?
Somebody's not
Brother
brother cousins. He left.
brother.
and
Oh,
came back.
he left.
He went to
came
go
back.
get
Sorry
the
about
booty.
that. He had to go. He had to smack some cheeks. But I mean, but no.
Loosen that booty.
Cam, I'm not gonna single you out, bro. What do you think about these figures, man? Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna single you out, bro.
Trash. It's like, no, I'm playing. Now they look good. Definitely not something I'll be picking up for sure because I haven't even gotten into Star Wars, so I'm pretty sure I wouldn't start with these.
No.
I did like this series. It started out kind of slow, but it got better, of course, towards the end. It's kind of like reminded me of like how Clone Wars was like slow the first couple episodes and stuff. But I'm excited to see what happens in season 2, though. But yeah, if anybody's looking to pick up these figures, I mean, I figure you probably get them now because, like Lil said, you won't see these versions of them again. So yeah, happy for you guys.
Definitely,
enjoy your figures.
Calvin, man. Like I know you're with these pieces, you probably won't be picking them up, man. But what you think about it, bro?
I think they look great. I like the whole line. I don't have any connection to them. I haven't even seen the show yet. And aren't these guys in Clone Wars as well? Because I haven't finished that either.
Yeah, they are.
Season 7, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I haven't seen them before, but I mean, I see the releases. I see you guys talk about them all the time. They look good. This Rambo look right here, like he about to take off on somebody.
Yeah,
that looks dope. But other than that, yeah, this is actually one line that my pocket can rest on and chill.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is this, and this is the thing. Is this it? I think when we talk about like bargain bins and stuff like that, I think like to be quite honest, bro, I don't think any figure is safe from that. Like, is this just the way it is right now with the economy? Everything is going to get marked down depending on who you go through. It doesn't matter if it's Loki. It doesn't matter who it is. everybody's getting marked down, bro.
It's
Like
true.
it's just it's the space that we're in right now. It's just whether or not you have a need for these figures or not. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. Like people have their personal preferences, and I get that. You know what I mean? It's how it's going to be for a while, man. You know what I mean? It's definitely how it's going to be for a while. But I mean, for me, I'm just, again, like we talk about, like, a level of innovation. I'm just glad that we have, pieces that aren't, of the norm. Like the next one that I'm going to talk about here in just a second, because we know we got this earlier announcement, release of this piece. I didn't see it coming. I'm not going to front. I didn't think it was coming this early, or maybe I didn't pay attention to the timetable of when, we were going to actually see this piece. But yeah, we got it. And yeah, I'm gonna start with you, Cam, first on this one, bro. Since I think it's something that you would probably get. I don't know if you're going in on this entire line. But let me know what you feel about this, bro. Like, we got the release of the battling Spider-Man figure version from No Way Home. What you think about this piece, bro?
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, unimpressed today.
I basically have this figure, what was considered the upgraded suit already. You know what I'm saying? From Far From Home. So I mean, I saw somebody put up a meme, I think in one of the groups, and it was like the original figure of how it looked in like a Sharpie, because it just looks like somebody just etched in a couple little Sharpie marks in there to make it damage. I think it is cool if you're going super, super hard and you really want to complete the line, then this will probably be the very last piece I would pick up, because since it was so similar to the original suit, I feel like it might sit for a while. I mean, I think the only extra accessory that it has, and it's kind of, I think the price is kind of high too. I mean, majority of the time you're actually just paying for that base if you think about it.
Yeah,
the base is cool. The little box is cool too, but it's like it just seems like unnecessary. If you're really into the whole Spider-Man line, I would go for, of course, Toby and Andrew first, and then I would look for the villains, and then this would be like my last one if I had like points, to be honest with you. Yeah, like that's it. Like bargain bin or point is where I would be getting this one. Honestly, it looks good. I love the like the half pulled down head sculpt with the mask. That's different. We haven't had that yet. So as far as innovation, that is something different. But other than that, then I just don't see a point of getting this one, sadly.
Yeah. No, I got you, bro. I actually had it on order at one point, but then I when you're going down the list, and like I said, using that Will philosophy, I went down a list of things that I don't need necessarily. I have two of these. I have two suits, two of the same suits, basically, and I did it for a specific reason. But there was no reason for me to actually go this route and get this piece, man. So I was like, yeah, nah. Even regardless, actually, that's why I'm so glad we have someone like Uncommon Flex. I don't know if you actually seen his page today. He created this dope ass diorama, bro. Yeah. And I said, Joe, I need that. I said, I need it. So when you have people like him, I don't need this. You know what I mean? I definitely don't. Yeah. But Marcos, man, are you thinking about picking this up, bro? Is this something you can see in your collection, or are you passing it up, man?
Yeah, this is a tough one for me because I really love it's the upgraded suit, right? It's what Cam just said. That's one of my favorite figures, honestly. Like, I think it's a beautiful, colorway, and everything about it's really great. So the opportunity to add another one would be really cool. The problem is the battle damage just isn't pronounced enough.
No.
We've all seen the customs that have been done where it's a lot more significant, where it actually has tears. So I feel like if they were going to, touch this figure again, they should have gone that extra mile to really make it a battle damaged figure. And then I would have been compelled, because the unmasked sculpt, or the partially masked sculpt, and the base, and this box, the strange box, those are all really cool additions to this figure. But just imagine how much Gigi would roast me if I got this thing. She would not be wrong when she's like, you have this exact figure, right? It's like, it is already in my collection. It's just not different enough to justify adding. And to Cam's point on the price, it's just way too expensive. I do think this one will sit and it'll go down. But then we also know the integrated suit's coming. We're probably getting the suit from the end of the movie, like we've seen in the tease recently.
Yeah, we are.
There's multiple Spider-Men coming, so I don't think there's any room in most collections for this. But cool at least that they're giving us the option if someone missed out on the original upgraded suit.
Yeah, definitely. But I know Will's getting this because we talked about this like about a year ago, and when the movie dropped, he was like, "Yeah, I'm on this, bro." Will, so how many did you? Is it on its way? Is it shipping it?
Yeah, it's Tours Wonderland. Yeah, I got it first batch, bro. No, man, Marco, I think everyone's pretty much on the same page about this one. It's one of those. I will say to Marco's point though about getting roasted by Gigi. I will say people probably would have said the same thing. People probably would have said the same thing about Darkseid Anakin at the time. Because remember when the first Anakin came out, they were like, "Well, the only thing you get a head sculpt, you get some Darkseid eyes." Everyone was like, "Well, I already have that figure." Basically, you would have looked like a genius for a couple years if you bought both of them.
That's a great point. I'm going to use that in the next argument.
See, there you go. See, there you go. I'm helping you out, Mark. I'm helping you out.
Appreciate you, bro.
Exactly, bro. So, but yeah, Leo, it's very moderate battle damage, bro. Like this is exactly how it was in the prototype, though. They always showed this. This is like basically dirty Spider-Man. This is like Spider-Man, like I said, with some Sharpie on. He rolled in some mud. Like he one of his webs broke and he fell in a mud puddle. Like that's what this is basically. Like so, and that's fine. Maybe there's not a way they could realistically do it in mass production, like with tearing the suit and stuff. Like maybe they couldn't find a way, or maybe they're just being lazy. I don't know. But this is how it was advertised, and this is what you got. So, does anyone really need it? Probably not, because it's like if you already have the upgraded suit, I don't think this one is substantially different enough for you to double dip and go back and get that, or to sell your one at a pretty big loss, probably just to go out and get this one. Like I don't. The base is pretty cool. I do like the base, but like you said, Leo, there can be customs, there can be other things out there, and there's so many Spider-Man figures, bro. They already teased. I mean, at least what it looked like, they teased the final suit from the film, so that's what it looks like. I think most people would much rather have that than to go and double dip on the upgrade suit, right? Yeah. Or even get the integrated suit if you want something different. But there's 1,000,005 Spider-Man suits out there, and you already have this one if you already wanted it. So it's like, what? This is, I mean, like you said, Leo, nothing is exempt from the bargain bin, but this one is especially not exempt because I think this is going to fly under everyone's going to look at this and be like, oh, cool, anyway. And then the next release will come out tomorrow and we'll forget all about it. And Sideshow is going to be sitting on probably 5,000 of these. So they're going to have to, I think, unless something changed in the amount they ordered for this one, I think they're going to have to heavily discount this one because this is not one, this is like the gold suit to me. Like the gold suit that everyone, the one that's inaccurate, the Doctor Strange suit, Spider-Man suit that everyone forgot about because it had like almost no purpose in the film. Like this one is not even really in the film in this way. So it's not even accurate to the film like either. And it's just like, how many Spider-Man suits do you need? Like, it's just, dude. No one's really chomping at the bit to buy this, and it's like, so if you want it, then just wait a little bit and man, and just pick it up for cheap. Cause that base would be pretty cool. And I do think this one is going to be probably bargain bin most likely. Yeah. Not that it's not good, but it's good.
Yeah, definitely, man. I don't know, Mario. I mean, because I know you dipping back in the Marvel scheme, bro, and I know that you're going back getting a lot of figures, man. Is this something that you can see with the diorama base? Is something you're gonna have in your collection, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, possibly. Oh, now I think this is my favorite MCU suit. Is the upgraded suit. The base really sells me, but what you mentioned earlier about Ty, doing his own thing, his base looked incredible, man. And painted up properly,
10 times better. Yeah,
because before I saw that, I'm like, the base is dope. It's so multifunctional. You can use it with other characters too, man. Like, there's a Batman, Deadpool, or whoever, man. That's what's cool about about this base. I think something that we're all forgetting right now is the fact that this is a movie promo edition. They're usually small numbered, typically. The last movie promo that I had, I mean, was the battling cap. And again, going back to the battling part, it was just dirty. It was just weathered up a little bit, And the same thing. It's not technically battle damage, but more, I don't know, whatever battling version, it was supposed to mean. It's just a little bit weathered up, which I think it looks fine. I do get everybody's arguments that you could probably just do this yourself if you already have the figure. But this photo right here with the half unmasked sculpt, I like it. I like that. That's also a nice touch. Along with that base, you all get the cube. I don't know what's it called, the como chingas, or I forget what it's called.
That was exactly it, Mario.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Este pinche.
I know. The pinche caja. I don't know what it's called, man. I heard shout out to Terry Smith, by the way, when he did the unboxing. He like masterfully said it, and I just couldn't follow a word. It sounded like he was speaking Spanish or something like that, man. So that's all that's in my head. But I think aesthetically, I really like it. You know, I think it does look fantastic. But the price, though, man, I mean, what was it, $345? That's
Yeah.
How does Ben say it's a tough nut to swallow, Marco?
That's right. Yeah.
Definitely.
Is that what he said?
That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
yeah.
man?
Hit up Ben, dude, next time he's on your show, man.
All right, I'm gonna
That's
say
tough
that
nut
to
to swallow.
That's so wrong, dude.
It's,
It's a terrible
But,
quote. Oh my god.
Yeah, it
again,
is.
again, to the last
Yeah, no.
the last movie promo I think that was out there too was the Cap from Infinity War, and that sat forever too.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, typically they're lower numbers, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to gauge to tell which way they actually went as far as the production run. I'm kind of agreeing with y'all and leaning towards that. There's probably going to be a shitload of these things, and
yeah.
it's definitely going to be overlooked, especially with the tease that we got from last night with the end credit Spider-Man in the background that some of y'all might have missed. But
That's gonna be the one.
That's going to be the one that's going to sell. That's going to fly.
Is that neck seamless too, Mario? From what you saw?
I don't know, because he doesn't have to take it. They don't have to give him a head sculpt at all.
Yeah,
so if they wanted to make it seamless, that would be incredible. But I don't know if they would. But if they wanted to, which you make a point here. The reason why I'm bringing it up, this right here, is what I hate about this figure, is that there's a complete difference in from the head sculpt with the half mast and the material in the actual suit itself.
Yeah.
It just doesn't translate well. Like, it doesn't look good to me. You know what I mean? That's so I'm like, yeah.
It was like that with the classic suit.
I know. And I was like, yes, even still, bro. I was like,
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But at least this one's half mask and not fully mask where it's plastic. So you got to give them that at least.
Yeah. No,
But
I
totally
definitely
hear where you're
do.
coming from.
I definitely give him that, but again, it's just like, yeah, is it something that I necessarily would want or need? Nah. I mean, I for me, it was just basically a pass on that. Real quick, let me address this real quick before I jump over to Calvin. Smooth Calvin. You got the smooth brothers off to the right. You know what I mean? It's like they just chilling. You know what I mean? We got membership. We got a new member, and Philip the Fool, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, man. Definitely appreciate that, bro. As always. The perks are, by becoming a member of the channel, Mario will probably send you this with a coupon. So definitely stay tuned.
I'll send a coupon, definitely. Yeah, I got you.
Calvin, is this going to be in your collection, bro?
No. And I'm a Spider-Man collector. I didn't realize that. I mean, I had until I had to break the room down and put them all together. I was like, damn, I got all these.
Yeah.
I have the upgraded suit. I feel like I can just go downstairs and give him my husky puppy this for like 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And I feel like it'll be better than what this looks like right now.
Yeah,
he tears shit up all the time. So I know that would be easy for me. But when it comes to this whole line of this film, there's too much else coming out. I want all the villains. Still gotta wait for those. I gotta have Toby. I gotta have Andrew because I missed those originally. There's no way I wouldn't waste money on this one.
Yeah.
So this would be a definite pass for me.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I'm right there with you, man. Like, it's, again, when you have, and I have two of the same suit, and all you need to do, like somebody said, get a Sharpie, get like a dull Sharpie that's already just like running out, and just like spot it up, and there you go. All you got to do is look at this and say, all right, I'll just do it this way, do it that way, and then you're good to go. You know what I mean? Jay, is this something that you can pick up, bro?
Dude, man, look, I didn't even do a video about this. I mean, look, for whoever wants, like, this is for the collector that missed out on the other one from Far From Home. I have this suit already. The only thing that's different about it is the little belt. It doesn't have the little black markings. I actually like this version without those little black markings on the belt area of it. But yeah, the only way you could justify this is if you don't have that you don't have that release.
Yeah.
This is your other one. This is not a big need. He's definitely going to hit bargain bin. He really is. I mean, yeah, it's not in my wheelhouse. It does look cool. I mean, it looks cool. All Spider-Man look cool. But yeah, this is just not the one for me. I will also say, like when you were talking about the head sculpt, I was just thinking about it with the half mask. Um, it would have been nice if they did that like mixed media, like if they actually
Yeah,
had like
bro.
that fabric on it. That would have been a little bit of innovation instead of just them
Yeah.
sculpting it. That would have been cool
Mm-hmm.
for them to have sculpted and then put. That would have been dope to see them do that. But
Yeah.
I missed the
Yeah.
opportunity, and like I said, this is for the collector that missed out on the last release and they want it
Mm-hmm.
because I love this suit. I'm with Mario. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man suits.
Yeah.
And I do like, and I love battle damage stuff. So if I didn't have the Far From Home version, I think was that the upgrade. If I didn't have the upgraded suit, I would get that
Yeah.
one. But
Yeah. Definitely, bro. Like, I mean, I think it's one of those things where, I mean, because again, I don't like, what is it, the integrated suit, the one that's dropping, whatever. That's the one that I don't like from the film. So that's the one I passed on. I can always use one of these in its place, if I wanted to, just create my own iteration. But again, when we talk about these things, it's like, if again, like Mario said, the go-to is going to definitely be that new suit that we actually got from the end credit scene. So definitely excited about it. I can't wait for it. But this, yeah, it's going to be a pass for me. But I know everybody out there, if you're getting your hands on it, happy for you, because it's not to say that it's, I mean, you do get the luxury of having a dope base, but I think Uncommon Flex did his thing though, because I saw that today, and he had Miles on top of it. And Miles, speaking of Miles, y'all know that trailer dropped, and there's gonna be multiple Spider-Man figures dropping from that joint, bro. I'm telling you,
Maybe
Lots.
man, like, there's gonna be a lot. That 2019 version, I mean a 2099 version, I already got mine over there, but there's going to be a totally different iteration and animated action. So, but yeah, it looks good. So we're going to get from the, you got to just, I mean, there's going to be so much coming, and then on top of that, for people who are getting Carnage, the word is it's coming soon.
Yep.
So again, be aware and be ready, because a lot of stuff is basically dropping. But I want to jump to something that I think I'm not sure. I know a few people on this panel are going to be excited about it. I don't think everybody will. I mean, I can only speak for me, Jay, Mario, and I think Marco, Calvin. I don't know, but I know the rest of these brothers on here is like, nah, B, it's not for me. But again, we got this reveal of Anakin Skywalker Padawan from Attack of the Clones, phase 2 of Attack of the Clones. Jay.
Woo. Brother. I was, man, right here. This is that hotness. This is that hotness. This is what we wanted right here.
Yeah,
and
bro.
with Padme, yes. When I saw this, I lost my mind. Shout out to Mario. He jumped on it, and I mean,
yeah, no.
Awesome panel.
Yeah, they killed it.
Thank you, sir.
But this figure right here, man, looks stunning. I love the rolling eyeball system. I think this is going to be a standard for Hot Toys. I think we could just pull this away from the DX at this point. This is just going to be their way of competing with art and stuff like that. I don't think they're going to do it on all figures, but for a majority of figures, especially like key characters, I think you're going to see this feature with. And I also think it helps the head sculpts, because the eyes are the window pane of the soul. And if the eyes are, this is kind of a cheat for them, because he did a lot of this with his eyes in the movie. Like that looks this almost like you squint a little bit. This looks like a movie still, straight up.
Yeah.
They did an excellent job with this, and with Padme, I think she looks amazing as well. I know we'll get there, but just looking at this one, Anakin is dope. I think with the body, they don't need to really do much. Business as usual. We've had if you had an Anakin, you know what you're getting there. But the biggest sell point is this head sculpt right there, and they just captured his likeness at this age. He was about 19 when he did when he played the Padawan.
I think around that time. Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
so
around
this,
that. Yeah.
yep. So they did this. They did this great. I'm all aboard. I went ahead and pre-ordered it. I was not taking any chances. So
Yeah, me too. Me too.
this
I
is a
went. I
day
got it
one
through
for
Red.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. And Jay, they got the baby hair, bro. They got the baby hair on this
Mhm.
thing, bro.
They
You
did.
see that? They
Right.
got the
Important
baby
details,
hair, bro. They wasn't
That
playing around.
toothbrush ready. That boy.
Yeah, they
boy-
got the baby hair on his piece.
They
But
got
you know what
the
I'm gonna tell
baby
you though? I'm gonna tell you something real quick before I move on. You know, okay, so this bodes well for the Tuscan Raiders that are sitting out there right now
There
that
you
people
go.
haven't
There
gotten.
you-
People
there
are
you go.
you're going to see a lot of people purchasing some Tuscan Raiders, bro.
They're gonna
for
go
that
big,
team.
quick.
They're gonna go
waitlist.
nuts.
They're gonna go
Yeah, they're
waitlist.
gonna probably go waitlist soon, bro. Because like I said, people are gonna want to get some Tuscan Raiders to recreate that scene with him right in the middle, and it'd be dope. That'd be incredible, man. Mario, I know you covered this, bro, but your thoughts on this piece, and does it live up to your expectations?
I think it exceeded it, man. I
Mhm.
mean, the baby hairs alone and the rolling eyeballs, put it over the top. No, man. I mean, there are some shots in here where I swear I'm looking at a promo still of the actual actor right there.
Yeah, right there.
Right
Yeah.
there.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
Hayden
Yeah.
through and through,
Absolutely.
man. That's
Absolutely.
crazy.
Yeah.
The artistry is incredible in this head sculpt. I mean,
Yeah.
there are some shots where the hair looks like it's actually rooted
Yeah.
instead of sculpted. Man, they did an amazing job on this, man. The rolling eyeballs, I really do hope, Jay, that you're right, that will be like a common feature amongst not just Star Wars, but bring it to everything with an MMS line.
Yeah.
But another thing that I would want standard too, man, I mean, even if it's just a basic body like this, is that the ratchet joints, I think just for the longevity of
Yeah.
any figure, I think that would be like way better. That'd be a huge upgrade, I think, for everyone.
Mhm.
But it looks fantastic. I thought there was a bit of surprise. I didn't know that his actual robe
Look at that, bro.
wasn't fully sleeved.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't-
But
I
I
was
think
like,
this
wait a
this is the
minute.
garb that he wore when he took her to Naboo. When he was actually protecting her. This is the one that he
No.
actually wore then. But we didn't pay attention to it. I didn't know it was this way.
No, I think this is like in Tatooine when he found his mom as well, because
Yeah.
Beskar Kid sent me a few photos and it was split like that. So I was like, trip out. I learned something new about it. The fact that it's also got the USB lightsabers again, we
Yeah,
see the
bro.
little plugs hanging out. So I really appreciate that they're still doing that. But yeah, just the incredible the likeness, that they nailed with this and Padme. But at the same time, it also bothered me is that why can't they be consistent across the board with this? Because there were we were just talking about this with some of the figures that really mean the characters that mean a lot to us.
Yeah.
That they didn't really put their all into this like they did with Anakin.
Yeah.
When we see the artistry like this, we're all blown away. I think most of us are pretty much blown away. We're all floored. But then at the same time, when they shit over on Batman Begins, man, I mean,
Yeah, no.
that was
It's arriving here tomorrow, bro.
I know.
You're right, because they do. Sorry to just chime in, but they always get Anakin right. Like the Anakin on the staff figure is
It
amazing.
looks great.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Bro, this looks like Hayden Christensen right here.
Straight up. And the rolling eyes, man, they bring so much life. They can convey so many different emotions, in the character, man. I mean, depending on how you dip the head and everything like that. Everything from like we were talking about it the other night, whether it's a cocky look or it's an angry look, or a little bit of a fearful look. I mean, there's all kinds of different expressions that you can evoke, with the rolling eyes, and it's just not that blank dead stare, So I really appreciate that they did that, man. But
Definitely, bro.
yeah, definitely looking forward to this coming home.
Looks incredible, man. Will,
Yeah, man.
is this something that you could I know you a wild card, bro. I just hate
Am
asking
I?
you these questions, bro. What is this something? Yeah, what you mean, am I, bro?
Nah, bro. I'm not the wild card. Mario's the
the
wild
biggest wild card, bro. But is this
the wild
something that you
card.
can see in your collection, bro? Were you excited about this, bro?
No, I actually could, Leo. I actually could. So what I said in my preview video, like I was like, you know what? I'm holding out for the Dark Side Anakin 2.0. So I'm holding out for that. Like I said, I still think they're gonna make an Obi-Wan version. I still think they're gonna make that. I'm calling it 2 head sculpts. I could be very wrong, and it's gonna look terrible. But I will say, if that does not get made, and they do not make an Anakin that is Revenge of the Sith, or Obi-Wan, then I will get this, because I do really want an Anakin Skywalker. And I'm with you guys. This head sculpt is incredible. This is really, really good. And Padme's great too. Padme looks really, really good. I think Anakin's even a little bit better than Padme. Like Padme's is like really good. Anakin's is like really, really good.
Yeah.
Like
Really good.
it's you're right, brother Cousins. Like they've nailed Anakin pretty much every time. So I mean, they've some head sculpts they can just never seem to get quite right, like Tom Hiddleston or Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
Mark Hamill. Like they're always like okay, pretty good, but like Anakin, with Hayden, they're always like, dude, they nail it every single time. So, and like Chris Evans, they never can seem to get quite right either. You know, like there's just certain faces they can't seem to nail. But others they just absolutely knock out of the ballpark every time. So maybe with Hayden, they're just using like the same general sculpt and just reworking it a little bit. And just like everyone's like, oh, it's great, but it's the same thing basically. But that's fine. As long as it looks good, that's all we really care about. But dude, this is priced well too. $279. I mean,
Price
we've all been conditioned now that like $279 is pretty good. Where I guess 2 years ago we would have been like $279. We would have been like, this is too expensive. I'm priced out. But now we're just like, yeah, that's a really good price. Like so, eventually over time we get conditioned to that. But I will say in the current market we're in, that's a pretty damn good price, man. And the moving eyes thing, I'm with Mario on that one. I do think that could be something that Hot Toys probably just does moving forward. They might just be like, maybe that's a product of InArt existing, maybe not. Maybe Hot Toys was going to do that anyway. But nonetheless, it's great for us because then we get more possibilities in our posing and what we want to do to, give the figure a life on the shelf. So I do think that's pretty cool, man. And overall, I think this looks really, really great. I mean, I do, like anything, I always caution, like, for example, layout, I hope Shang-Chi comes out looking as good as that prototype looks. Because this prototype is amazing, but whether we get a proto that's a final product that this is this good is questionable. But I will say to their track record, they seem to nail Hayden every time. So, I mean, if that's the case, then I would say the odds are pretty good that you're going to get something great. Maybe not a little decline from this, but pretty damn close, right? So the other Haydens are the precedent for that. But you never know. We're talking about proto versus final here. So, we don't know. So, but as far as protos go, this thing is bomb as hell. This thing is great. This thing is very tempting even for me, but I feel like I probably only need one Anakin personally, and I just feel like the dark side one is the one that I would prefer, but no doubt this is a great figure. I think Attack of the Clones is probably the worst Star Wars film, I think, but I'm sorry, Mario, I don't really like that film that much, but there are good moments in it. But nonetheless, this Anakin figure is great, and it's a very integral part of his journey. It shows like his Padawan days. So if you had this next to a Darth Vader figure, I think that would be pretty cool. So
yeah, definitely, man. And there's a possibility that we might. Now I know that we've been saying this, but I don't know. This could be just mainly the tricks of a camera photo. They've actually just done certain things with it to get that imagery. But this Dooku, when we look at it, we see that cape billowing. We could get another one. There could basically be a reissue of this particular figure. I don't know.
It's gonna happen.
You think so?
There's no tricks, Leo.
I put it on my page yesterday, so I can be the first one to claim it, guys. So I put a post up yesterday and I pinned it. So we're gonna get a Dooku, you're gonna get a Yoda, you're gonna get a Master Obi-Wan, like Will just said, and the last one was I forgot. God damn it,
Mace Windu.
No. Mace is already on what's called.
Yeah,
think about it. Star Wars has never put out anything that isn't a trilogy, right? Or trilogy. So it's always been 3, right? So of course they're not going to put out a part 1 of the anniversary and a part 2 and be like, yeah, y'all good. They're going to throw y'all one more bone, right? I mean, they're lingering this thing out for a while. So, it was the last one. God damn it.
I saw your list, but I can't
remember. Palpatine.
Oh, Palpatine.
Dude, Palpatine, I would 100% be in. Like Palpatine, I definitely want the Sidious from. I want episode 3, but I mean, I guess it's really the same. Episode 2 and 3 is probably pretty similar, if not. So, but yeah, Revenge of the Sith, the one where he duels Mace. That's the outfit I would want. Yeah.
So Cam, now that you're talking, brother, to you, you chimed in, brother. I mean, because we didn't get a chance to talk about this yesterday, but is this something that you would consider?
Yeah, definitely. But I would consider it for my dad, not me. Gotcha. So my dad, he's a huge Star Wars fan, and I've been trying to like reel his ass into these figures because like he ain't got no kids in the house. He just got a bunch of rooms, space. He's like been doing these like Grogu, Mandalorian. He's hype about the Mandalorian, right? So he's been doing these puzzles and like gluing them shits together in a frame and putting them all over the walls and shit, right? And I'm like, hey man, you need some figures. So I sent him pictures of these, right? I sent him this and I sent him Padme. And he was like, wow, they look really real. And I was like, man, look, honestly, if I have enough points when this thing gets ready to come out, I'm definitely gonna get it for him. And that'll just start him on the crack addiction.
Down him down that road, bro. Because it is
Lead
crack.
him down a dangerous road.
It is.
We can do it together. Friends that buy together, stay together. There you go.
Right. That's how it be, man. Marco, man, is this something that you can see in your collection, or is Gigi like hell no?
No, yeah, Gigi's already hell no. So that's where she starts. She just starts with no, and I've got to talk her down from there. But, Hot Toys is so infuriating because they will have a bunch of misses, right? Or, perceived misses, where they're not living up to the expectations that they've set. And then they go and release figures from arguably the worst Star Wars movie. Will, I'm with you, but Rise of Skywalker is probably the worst, and this is maybe the second worst.
So offended right now.
Yeah. But then totally kill it, like reach the bar for sculpts. This and the Padme sculpt are so incredible. Like, I'm just blown away. For a movie that I don't necessarily care much about, I have to have this one. At least I have to have Anakin. Padme, I'm still a bit on the fence, but it feels like they kind of go together like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have one without the other. So, yeah, I think that they're both, terrific. The only thing I would say, and again, I bring this figure up anytime I can, that Wolverine that we saw with the leather jacket. I've been waiting for more figures with premium materials. This was like a perfect one that they could have done. Okay, we've got real leather. Will said it's priced perfect. It's priced very well, and I agree. If they would have given us real leather, the tunic and the boots, and priced it at like $325, I think we all would have been thrilled as well. So I just kind of want to see a little bit more evolution. But that, that's kind of a nitpick because this came out so terrific.
Yeah, it definitely did, man. And like with all the accessories, we talked about the LED light saber hilt that we're actually getting, and I love that they're going with that technology. Even, we get the earlier phase of his bionic arm after his arm was severed, which we see there, and that's an incredible piece to have. The cloak. I mean, that's incredible. Like, it really, really looks good. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be dope to have in your collection there. Low key, Cal, man, like, is this something that you can, post up or not?
All right, so it's not often you're going to hear me be like, hell yes, for a Star Wars figure, but this is a hell yes. I'm definitely going to get this one. I'm trying to drive back home from Frisco for work the other day, and my phone just says, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, I'm trying to stay off my phone, listen to whatever I'm listening to get back, right? So I was like, I finally chime in. I'm like, and I just see the fellas, and sorry, Lael, it's our Frankenson's group, but they going in, and I'm like, and I'm trying to drive.
Bring up an open wound.
I'm trying to drive and look at pictures. First off, let me sidebar. When you come back into town, we got you. I promise you, gonna get there.
Definitely. Yep.
But my phone is blowing up, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. I'm like, is there an email? Is there something wrong? Is somebody trying to get hold of me for work? What is it? These dudes going. I'm seeing all these pictures, and I'm trying to drive. Mind you, I'm 65 miles per hour coming down the highway, and I'm like trying to drive with these pictures, and I'm like, damn, is that a still or what is this? And so between this and the Padme, I'm iffy on the Padme, but this one is a must. Now, the other thing I gotta say is I need one of these figures with these USB sabers to come out so I can actually see how bright they are. As soon as you hit this on, I counted because I hadn't even counted yet. I've got 12 CCFLs that I've done customs, right? That's like an easy extra between shipping, the cost of them, and everything else. It's an easy extra 100, 150 per just to get them back into the house, right?
Yeah.
But if they can match with these, oh yeah, I'm with it. I'm all down for these.
Word, bro.
I feel like they won't be that close, Calvin.
I know because ask Mario. He came and he was like, bro, are they supposed to be like pulsating like that? Because they be like,
they look
like they're bright as shit.
That's sick.
Nice.
They were dope.
So,
now, Cal, I don't think they are because if you look at this Anakin, the one on, I guess, our left, the light is really strong at the bottom and it seems to
that's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to be at the bottom and stretch out. Yeah, because these are all the way through to the tip.
Yeah,
and it looks that I have
the ones that you
that I have.
All the way to the tip, Kevin.
All the way to the tip.
See,
See, bro, like that's what
see,
I'm saying.
I'm trying to be I'm trying to talk figures right now. You keep going with that.
I'm here, dude.
Bro, you
I
know
mean,
it
it's still
ain't.
figures technically.
Your conversation is going to always go that route, bro. You already know it is. As soon as
Calvin,
you
you
say
know what
something
these are?
remotely close to it, and you hear that little giggle from Will, that little
Yeah.
giggle, bro, it's over.
You
You
know,
know
it
what
works.
these are, Kelvin? These are like, some of the gals that you dated when you were younger. Just turn off the lights and it'll look better.
He's got a point.
Tonight's had some good ones. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Between the tip, between Mario dropping his pants when he got to the front door.
Yo,
Where did Mario drop his pants?
wow,
One,
wow.
You know, Marco, for the record, I've never been to take one for the team. I had other homeboys in the group for that. Like,
All right.
you can have it. I'd rather go home empty if that's the case. I'm just not gonna take it. I'll go home empty if I got to.
right.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yo, okay.
Y'all something
Love
else.
you guys.
Y'all something else.
Let's move on to this one right here. Again, we know that we've been waiting this figure. God, y'all motherfuckers. We've been waiting for this figure for like the longest time since they actually showed it. I think when they unveiled the original prototype of this piece. We've been waiting for this figure for the longest time, and finally to see that it was revealed, it's just like, okay, now we know that the licensing issues for her, have been completely resolved, and here we go. We have Padme finally in the collection. Now, I was having this conversation on the corner, and I had my thoughts about it, and I still stick with it. It's like certain photos that I see now. I'm not saying it's not a dope head sculpt. I just say that from certain angles, I don't see Natalie Portman. Just from certain angles, I don't see her. But in certain angles, I do. And it could just be the way the eyes are. But I'm not saying it's not a fantastic piece. And I'm already pre-ordered it, so it's already done. But yeah, it's an amazing piece.
Portman?
Yeah.
I thought it was Millie Bobby from.
That's actually, not bad, actually. Yeah.
Not bad. Will, I'm gonna start with you first, bro. On this one,
dude.
man. I'm starting with you first.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go to Cam purposely after that.
Yeah. Go to Cam after me.
I
I will say the first thing I want to say about this figure is that it looks miles better than the one they showed previously.
Yeah, it
because
does.
Oh,
the
hell
one they
yeah.
showed, I think at SDCC and other places, that one looked a little rough. Let's be
Yeah, this
honest.
is
Like,
not important.
it looked a little rough, right? This one looks a lot better. And I get what you're saying, Leo. From certain angles, it definitely looks better than others. But I do feel like you see a very strong Natalie Portman likeness here. I think this is a really good, satisfying prototype. So again, we never know, like I said, how they're going to shape out in the final product. But if you get anything close to this in the final, man, I think a lot of people are going to be really happy. And I was looking it up earlier while you guys were talking and just looking at the best sellers of Sideshow, and she's actually ahead of Anakin right now. So that's actually a little bit surprising, right? So yeah, and like I guess because there's been a bunch of Anakins, this is the first Padme we've ever had. So maybe that's why, an exclusivity type thing where people have really wanted a Padme. I think it's all, like you guys talked about, it's all in the eyes. Because look at those two photos you're just showing, Layout. Like the left one looks just like her, and the right one with the eyes a little bit different. It looks a little bit off, right? So it's all about getting how you're going to pose it and how you're going to use the eyes and just make it look like Natalie Portman. So yeah, I think this is a really good head sculpt, man. I think this is really good. And I think this is probably, I mean, everyone wants, I guess, the Queen Amidala version because that one's pretty cool looking. I think that would be maybe something they do like a Toy Fair exclusive or something. But I do think this is going to be a very satisfying figure for a lot of people. I personally, I don't care about Padme. So for me, like I don't need a Padme in my collection, but I do recognize that this looks like a really, really good figure. And there's a lot of people who fucking love Padme. So I do think that there's a lot of people like yourself, Leo. You're the first person I thought of when I woke up and Riley sent me this. But when I woke up and saw this, I was like, Leo's going to be super happy today. Because you've been the one advocating for this figure probably more than anyone else that I've seen. So like I said, I'm thrilled for you and everyone else because they really have come out swinging with these two head sculpts. And, it's just weird because some of the prototypes I guess we've seen have been a little lackluster, but She-Hulk and then this and then Anakin have been amazing. So it's just like what Hot Toys has just decided like, okay, all right, we're going to pick it up now. We were playing before, but now we're not playing. Right. So, and now I think at 270, this is hard to beat, man. And the packaging I really like for these figures, like the anniversary packaging. I think people really tend to go for that. Like I think packaging matters more than I guess we let on, but
More than we realize,
that
bro.
Kenner
Especially
type
with
deal, right? Like it's kind of appealing. Like it I don't know, gives us like a little bit of nostalgia. Like it sells the figure because you're like, damn, I feel like this is like retro, and it makes me feel like, you know, the olden days. So yeah, I think this is great, man. I think they really nailed this head sculpt. The tailoring looks fantastic. Let's hope it doesn't decline too much. But other than that, man, this has got to be a buy for most people. If you're a huge Star Wars fan and you love Padme and you love the prequels, then this might be your only opportunity at this option, this figure, because I don't know if they're going to make more Padmes. I don't think this is not going to. I think this is going to sell, but I don't know if they're going to make like 3 Padmes, right? Like they'll probably just make one and call it a day. Maybe a Queen Amidala at some point, but I don't know.
Yeah,
but that's kind of a tricky figure to make, probably. But yeah, man, look at that, man. This is a really nice looking figure, bro. Just don't eat any Cheetos and touch this figure because you're gonna fuck up that figure for a real long time if you do that.
Yeah, you don't want no Cheetos with this, bro.
No
you
Cheeto
want to chill out on the Cheetos. Don't get no Cheetos on this. No Cheeto fingers, man. Keep your fingers away from it, man.
Yeah.
But definitely, dope piece. To have it's exciting times for Cam.
Yeah. So figure looks good. Like brother cousin said, we're not putting that on top of her head. I saw on his stream, he was like, we ain't put that on there. And I'm like, hell nah. I think the figure looks great, honestly. There are times, like Will said, in different photos that I think it looks like Millie Bobby Brown. But it's Padme, you know what I'm saying? It's Natalie Portman. It makes me actually more excited to actually see what the head sculpt on the Mighty Thor is actually going to look like at once we finally get that blurred photo actually shown. But I would have liked her to actually come with not trying to be like filthy old man, but like the cut off like 2-top shirt, like the battle damage shirt. I think that was cool. I thought that was like a dope look that she had in that film. I mean, towards the end. And it was like a signature part, especially with that end scene fight. So I would have liked for her to come with that other option on there. But other than that, I think
Cam, devil's advocate though, the Cable and the Darth Maul. Come on, anytime Hot Toys asks you to take the shirt off,
that's true.
Normally not very good.
Yeah, it never works out.
Yeah,
scrawny.
True, definitely true. But again, like you said, like when we look here, it's definitely different night and day. Well, not night and day. It's you can tell it's still Padme, and the thing is, it's still Natalie Portman, and it looks good.
Yeah,
from certain angles, it might be. And again, it's just the purrs, the eyes, the way they're turning. It could be that as well, the way we perceive it. From our vantage point, it could be definitely different there. But yeah, I mean, I think again, it's such a dope piece, Marco. I know Gigi's like, yeah, fuck out of here. Don't even try to entertain this. It's just not working. Don't even think you ain't gonna bring this. You know what I mean? Just don't, so what you think, bro?
Yeah, and again, it's tricky when you start talking about films that you don't necessarily have a great connection to, but I do have a connection to these characters and obviously what they mean for Star Wars overall. I've got no complaints with this. I think the sculpt is probably a 9, if not maybe a little bit more, a little less, but they've set a very high standard here. And I think that, the costuming, it all looks terrific. Like it looks very regal, like very appropriately, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, no complaints whatsoever from me for this figure. It's all just a matter of, if I get Anakin, do I need this one? And I think most folks are going to say, yeah, you kind of need to pair them both because you don't want to end up with regret. Like, well, now she's going for crazy money, because that's definitely one that I could see, being slept on a little bit, and all of a sudden folks that didn't pair them are upset by that. So
yeah, her with this look right here, this is a still, man. Like this is definitely a movie.
Promo stills.
It's a promo still for real. Like
really
they've done such a good job with this, man. And yeah, it's definitely been a no-brainer with this. Mario, your thoughts on this, bro?
Oh, she looks great. The other night when we were looking at it, this was the first time I saw it, and from the first pick, I wasn't really sold on the sculpt. So it wasn't until I started cycling through the photos and I started to it really grew on me, man. there were some angles that were a lot better than others. So that just goes to show you, the sculpt isn't really 100%, but I think it looks great. Nonetheless, they did a really, really good job with it. And some angles they absolutely nail it, like this right here. Again, movie still or promo still, man. It looks just like the actress, in the off of a promo still, and that big ass thing on her head. Again, I was like, I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm starting to remember it now from the Clone Wars. She did actually have that on her head. But yeah, I think overall it's fantastic. Can I just say too that I love the fact that they're giving us they're paying homage to the Kenner style packaging, and giving us that anniversary packaging, which is so dope. I love that. The window box, down to the vintage style logo and everything, and just the overall artwork on the box. It looks fantastic, man. So
bro.
I really appreciate that. That'd be cool if they did it actually with the entire Star Wars line. Can you imagine, man?
Yeah.
I think everything would be a damn grill if they did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely love it. It's fantastic, man. Decently priced. What is it? $265,
$270.
Yeah, it's not. $270. It's not that bad. It's all right. But yeah, I would be down for more Padmes, and more Queen Amidala from episode 1.
Yeah.
I can use a pregnant version from the Senate. From her.
Pregnant
I think she
version.
would look, yeah, dude. Yeah, pregnant Padme. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I'll pose her right next to Darcy and Anakin with her choking her out and everything, man. And, that'd be dope, dude.
That's domestic
recreate
violence.
that scene.
Mario.
Yeah, man. And
Can't
but
do
no,
that.
she looks fantastic though, nonetheless.
Definitely an amazing piece, man. Brother Jay, we talked about that. I know you talked about this in detail in your show, man. Your thoughts, bro.
Yes. Oh my God, this piece is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. You're looking at it, it looks like like we said, we all been saying, it looks like a movie still, and I really think this is going to sell out. I think it's going to sell out. I think it's going to be around for a minute, but when it's gone, it's definitely going to. Both of these, in my opinion, they have huge grail potential. They really do. And this just looks great. We've waited for it for a long time. That sculpt, I think it looks good. I could see where some people say, "Hey, Millie Bobby Brown." I think we were all, saying that and playing with that, with that likeness, with her likeness, past couple of days ago. But the more you look at it, you could definitely see that's Natalie Portman, in there. But it's, it depends on angles. It's all about angles with stuff like this, because when they're doing these sculpts, it's hard to. Human faces changes all the time. So they're capturing one specific scene. So having, that's where it gets weird. But I do think the eyeball rolling system helps a whole lot with that. It's kind of a cheat in a way, which is smart of them to do that, to implement that into these sculpts, because it really brings more life to it. But I think this figure is amazing. I can't wait. The only problem I have with it is that it's not coming out soon enough. That's the thing. I want this now. I want this right now. But it looks amazing. It's a beautiful figure. It's coming home. Like, you look at that right there. Look at that. That looks like a still. That looks like it looks like the actress.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It definitely does. I was in this right here, like literally, just from that particular scene or what we got from the scene, it looks incredible, man. And to have both of them together, in this and the simple fact that we know that this is still the first two figures that we actually see from this phase 2. We still have Mace, and we also still have the rest of this week. This is only Wednesday. We still got Thursday. We still got Friday. They can reveal Mace. They can reveal that super battle droid. Didn't they, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, when they fleshed out the first phase and they started revealing these figures, didn't they do almost all of it in 1 week?
They dropped them all
so.
at once.
Yep.
All at once. I think that was the
I think
5th.
so.
It was all at once. It was
all at once, right?
Yep.
So they just did these two yesterday or yesterday morning. They took a break at night. We got pretty much Hunter. We got the reveal of Hunter, the release of Hunter, and then today, what I mean, we still have tonight, before the see, because usually it's a reveal and then a release or release reveal on Friday, right? Yeah. So basically so we can almost anticipate possibly another reveal. We don't know, but they're putting emphasis on this phase 2. So hopefully we get a Mace tonight or tomorrow.
Tonight. I'm gonna call it tonight and then a release on Friday. Could not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling it. I think
Yeah,
we're gonna
it
get
could
it.
be.
No.
Hmm.
Definitely, it could be, man. And look at this, man. Like this scene right here to your left, yo, that's dope. Like this figure looks incredible. And again, they always tend to nail because we did get a chance to see the back of her hair with the ponytail, but they always tend to nail the sculpted hair on these figures.
Yeah.
And it looks
Oh,
really
look at that.
decent. It looks decent. Like I like the way that looks.
I think
Um,
Padme is going to be your new Leia. I think we're going to get different variations. I mean,
think so?
definitely the Queen Amidala. We're
Yeah.
definitely going to do a Queen Amidala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Come
let-
on, pregnant Padme. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pregnant Padme, bro.
so
Mario
again,
really wants that one.
I know it's what time is it right now? We are we had almost at 11 here. So real quick, I just want to put this out here and then we're going to close it out here. So Jay, you're saying that you think tonight is going to be a reveal, right?
Of that bad motherfucker. Yes.
Okay. You're calling it, you think that it could be
Oh, I hope
tonight
so, man. I hope
that we
so.
actually see that reveal. So Jay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna start with you real quick and then we're going to go down the line real quick.
Yeah.
What do you think the release is going to be?
Ooh, that's a good question. What would be? Bro. We know let's look at it. We know everything that's pretty much been delayed. We know Luke's been delayed. We know
Mhm.
Captain America's been delayed. Sam Wilson's been delayed.
Mhm.
Cyborg's been delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody said anything about Ahsoka. So I'm
No.
praying to God Ahsoka. And I know it feels like we've been saying Ahsoka for like 2 years. But I really think we're gonna get it. I hope. I don't think, but I'm praying and hoping that we get Ahsoka on Friday.
Yeah. I'm right there with you. I hope. I'm definitely hoping. That could be the possibility of what we'll actually see. Calvin, what do you think the release is going to be, bro?
I was thinking the same. I'm with Ahsoka. So I'm right there
You
with
with
Jay.
Ahsoka?
I'm with Ahsoka.
You with
'Cause like he
Ahsoka?
said, everything else has
Okay.
been delayed.
Did they delay Scarlet yet? I mean, Scarlet Witch yet?
I don't think so. No.
No,
They haven't delayed her yet.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
she could be a good option.
Okay.
So she
But
could also be a
I
good
saw
option.
Wonder Woman 84. She was delayed.
Yep.
She was.
She was
So-
delayed. Yeah.
Mhm.
84 has basically been delayed. You know, I got a notification yesterday that Yelena was delayed as well.
Really? So
Yeah.
that's all that's left.
Mando Luke was also
Yeah.
delayed.
She's been delayed. So yeah, it's again, I don't know. We'll see. Mario, what's your call, bro?
I think Ahsoka has a good chance.
You think she
I
does?
was gonna say Wonder Woman 84, but I forgot that she got delayed.
She was delayed, yeah.
But Scarlet Witch, I think, is another one too.
Yeah,
WandaVision,
strong
I
possibility
think-
with Scarlet.
yeah, that's
You
a
never
strong
know. We got
possibility.
both visions out. They might try to complete it and just give us Scarlet. You never know.
Round
So
out
they
that
nail it.
round out that line. Yep.
Yep, just round out the line itself. Marco, what's your thoughts? Do you think it's going to be a Scarlet Witch with a GG head sculpt?
Oh man, I wish it was the Scarlet Witch. I've been waiting on that one for a minute. Yeah, with the
Yeah.
GG sculpt, it'd be a nice little touch. But I think you said
But she can't get mad at you because she can
That's
try to
right.
figure, right?
It's you. Come on.
Yeah, right.
But I think you've already said it, right? The Carnage. I think that's the next one to drop. And that's one that I'm not ready for yet. It's like,
Yeah,
oh man, that's an
no.
expensive
That's
figure.
a beast, bro.
Oh, man, it's gonna be big. I have nowhere to put it. I mean,
Ooh.
got to shift around some finances, but yeah, excited for that one. I think that's gonna be incredible.
Yeah.
And I think we're trying to all predict, like, oh, Hot Toys is going to announce another Star Wars, maybe give us Andor, maybe give us more Wakanda Forever figures. Obviously, we're waiting on that Namor.
Yeah.
Namor. But, you know, they're going to zag. They're going to give us, like, a reissue of the Keaton Batman. It's going to be something weird. You already know these guys.
I'm
Hey,
with
I'm not
that.
mad at that,
I'm
bro.
with that.
Right? I know.
I'm with that.
I think we would still be happy.
Drop it. Drop
Give
it
me
today.
that.
Come on, where is that at, right?
If anything,
Yeah.
they would be smart enough to do that, especially since the pushback they're getting on begins. You know what I mean? So
True. Give us a banger Batman. Yep.
yeah, give us a banger
Can
Batman.
Can I change my pick?
What?
Given that, brother, cuz you just got docked in right now, man. We're gonna see the review pretty soon, right? And we're seeing something on the DeLorean where the payments actually drop. So what if the DeLorean actually drops?
Could be.
I don't need that to drop this early.
I don't need it to drop.
Nobody does. That's what I'm saying.
Mad
Do
as
something
hell.
like
At
that.
Christmas, I'm like, you
Exactly. Exactly. I
You
can see
just
them
gonna
doing
drop that down. You motherfucker.
The reaction
I don't
is gonna
know.
be insane.
But here's the thing though. Just keep this in mind though. If they drop it, it's not necessarily depending on who you got it through. You know what I mean? Especially if you got it through Sideshow because they're delaying a lot of figures, bro. Like I said, there's a lot of them that are being delayed through them that we're not getting until late. So I don't know. We I don't know. DeLorean it could be. We got to see. Cam, what figure you call it, bro?
I'm gonna go off the rails here. I'm gonna say the Suit Up Mark V is gonna drop.
Ooh,
Off the random.
Nice choice.
That
Nice
should be a
choice.
good one.
that's
That's
a
a
dope
great
choice
choice.
because that's a dope choice because that hasn't been delayed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
can come
definitely a dope
any-
choice. And watch
That's
tonight,
good.
I'll get a fucking something from Sideshow saying, and I'm gonna be pissed that I got that, and I'm also gonna be pissed at Will because he pulled out. So you know what I mean?
That's what I
Look,
did.
you don't pull out, bro. What's wrong with you?
That motherfucker's
Mario, you got to pull out, bro. Come
You
on.
don't pull out, bro. Not with
Pull
Leo.
out
You don't
game
pull
10
out
out
with
of
Leo,
10.
bro. What's wrong with you, man?
Yowzers.
That's how you get pregnant Padme.
Where are
That's
they?
how you get that.
Dead right now. They should have been
Go with
king.
that.
That's fucked up, man. Like that is so fucked up. You can't
Should've
say
pulled out,
nothing
bro.
on this show without it being pulled, man. Damn.
I'm just saying,
Damn.
man.
Anakin,
Alright.
you know, we wouldn't have had Star Wars if Anakin had a good pullout game.
That's true.
so-
That's
Straight
true.
up.
You know.
Straight up.
That's
Facts.
true.
Yeah.
So okay, Will, round us out here. What do you think that we're going to get? What do you think is going to round this out? What do you think is going to be the figure that will, get released?
I'm gonna surprise everyone. I'm gonna look really dumb if they send out a delay notification, but I don't think I saw anything. Queel.
Good
Because
one.
this says
Yeah,
December to
CT603,
February
yeah.
on Sideshow. So a lot of the other ones are like January to March. So like Shang-Chi, Wenwu, like King Shark, like a lot of those, like, they could come out any day now, but really Sideshow's like saying, oh, probably Q1, right? But Queels still has the December to February. So it still could be Q1, but that December tag is on there. So I'm thinking that he might be pretty soon. Considering they already put the Blurg and Mando out, like get him out. Let's throw him out there. I think people would be pretty excited, but I think that could be one. And I also think Carnage. I'm with Marco on that. Like that Carnage rumor, it sounds right.
Yeah,
It sounds
and
about
considering the simple fact that it's now down to only 3 payments. They don't have that 8 payment option with that anymore.
It's
down to
probably
3.
time for Carnage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably will hit. I hope not. I really hope not right now. And even if they do, I think because I actually ordered mine through Ray, so I know it
Gotcha.
might get there a bit later. I'm hoping, please, because he did get that Hydra Stomper first. Like, I'm like, fuck, it's crazy. Like,
I
this
bet
is
they'll get
not-
it fast, bro. I bet they'll
Yeah,
get it
I know,
fast.
this
But
is
I
nuts,
do
bro.
really want that Carnage. It looks pretty cool.
You said you want it.
Yeah, I think I do.
well,
I'm gonna
definitely.
wait though, because I have a feeling of discount for that one, so I'm gonna wait.
Yeah,
It definitely feels that way.
Because
Especially
like you
with
said,
the,
Marco, there's so much coming out, and that's an expensive figure. So like it's like people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't know, and then it'll sit for a little bit. Hopefully, that's my
exactly.
plan.
Definitely, man. So I don't know. My thoughts on it. I think I'm gonna call Ahsoka. I mean, considering the simple fact that she was already delayed once before, so I'm just gonna call her as being the one that we could potentially see. So I don't know. We'll just have to basically see how it actually ends up. We could all be wrong. They might drop something they might drop Morbius early. We don't know.
Leo, it was hilarious. I went back and watched the clip on the live stream we did, where someone sent a super chat in. They were like, "What do you think is going to come next?" And we all were like, "Chrome Mando, Mando Luke," and then like we said something else, and like they all got delayed, like literally. The next day. Like all of us were so wrong. Like I was like, "Well,
did they delay Chrome Mando?
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
We did.
Damn.
I think it's February.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's February now. Thank God.
So probably still soon, but maybe before the
God.
new year still.
Ooh, can I give an honorable mention?
Cool.
NR Joker. I know it's not Hot Toys.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I know. Yeah.
'Cause that's
that
gonna
would be-
come at the damnedest time, and it's gonna be like shit. 1,000.
I'm starting to think that might be like early January or something.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like it's going to make this month, bro. It
I
doesn't.
want to know what the shipping is for it, though. That's my question.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I'm glad
shipping's my
1/6 kit,
concern.
bro, included
Yeah.
the shipping in there. So
Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't with Kit at that time.
Me
So
too,
I'm with
bro.
him now, but I
gotta
wasn't
get
with him
on
yet.
that kit train,
Yeah.
bro.
Yup.
I'm there
Yeah.
now, but I slept on Kit at that time.
Damn, we'll see. The way they said, oh wait, Jesse got delayed. Yeah, he did get delayed. So,
okay.
And did y'all see the Mac test got delayed?
Oh, did it? Wow.
Oh, the Mac test got delayed too.
So Sideshow hit me for my final payment yesterday, and then yesterday evening hit me with the email talking about delayed. So I called back this morning like,
That's
so they
wild.
refunded
delayed Loki
they
too, I saw.
refunded it back. So I was like, all right, and I got a 15% discount in that email. So I'll see if I use it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
There you go.
Yeah, that's because I got that 15%.
Shit,
on
I've
there
gotten
as
like
well.
6 of them now in like the last 2 months.
Yeah,
I
because
only
it's
got
delays,
one.
man.
Possibly
Whatever
use
else delay they put out, you're going to actually get that. So you might as well expect it. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, yeah, man, great show tonight. Everybody out there, thank you for actually coming on board, man. I got everybody here. The links to their page is actually in the description here. It's been a great show. Will, what you got coming up, man? I know you got Collectors Mingle on Sunday.
Yep.
But what you got on Friday? What you got going on?
Dude, so Friday I got the live stream, lights, camera, collect. That'll actually just be Optical and I, so it'll be really fun, man. Optical will be there probably with a hot dog or something. I don't know, man. He's entirely unpredictable, but we'll do that. I gotta film my Padme preview. I meant to do that, so I'm running behind. So I'm gonna film that tomorrow and upload that for people. I'm gonna do a Spider-Verse trailer reaction because that was a really good trailer, bro. That was, dude. I cannot wait for that movie, man. Like,
I can't either, bro.
It looks so good.
It was an
so
emotional
good.
trailer, bro.
Yeah,
with the mom
dude,
talking,
his
I was
mom,
like, yo, she was making me tear up when she was
I know,
talking
man.
about
Like, I was like, damn. Like, and you know,
Yeah.
just the way the trailer was structured, I was like, that's such an interesting. Like, I don't know, it just felt so unique. Like,
Did you notice? Now, I want you to look down when I say this, bro. Look, did you notice that the animated version of Miles looks like Jay?
yeah, he does, bro.
He looks just like Jay, bro.
Jay needs some kind of like likeness fee or something.
Just like Jay, bro.
He
I was
did.
gonna meme it and put your
Marvel?
face.
Hey, Marvel? Come on.
Full screen him.
You need a
Pay the
48
man. Pay the man. But yeah, bro, the trailer was dope, man.
Yeah, it was definitely dope.
It was
bro.
dope. But yeah, so I'll be doing that, and then whatever other stuff happens along the way. But yeah, man, thanks for having me as always. I'm here every
man,
Wednesday, bro. So
Definitely, bro. Appreciate having you here, man. It's been such a blast, man.
yeah, man.
Cam's collection, man. What you got going on, Cutting Cam? What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, man? Thank you for having me as always, man. Always great to join these guys on this Wednesday night. Yeah, man, I ain't got shit going on. I'll be dropping some new photography this week. Some of the figures that I do have. Nothing new coming in since my children stole all of my money for Christmas. So yeah, just basically just getting ready for holidays, man. And I'll be back with you on Sunday for
Collectors Lounge International.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, thank you for having me, though.
Thank you, man. Thank you for basically being here, my brother. My man Calvin, aka Low Key. Bro, I can't wait to come back to Cali to look up your museum, bro. I just want to see the museum, bro. That's it. I just want to see the museum, bro.
Do we
I want
have
you
to
to
drop
take
our
me in.
draws before though?
Yeah.
I never got confirmation
I knew somebody was gonna say that
I don't
shit.
think I'll be going.
because I'm down, but I just got.
Cam, there ain't no draws with no dudes falling around, but mine with my wife. There ain't no draws fall.
Ain't no draws dropping.
I'm about to get some. I'm about to get some of them them gloves for me. But other than that,
I'll bring gloves.
Cam hooked you up.
nah.
Hey,
Hey,
Calvin's like, yo,
like,
put your pants on, man. My wife's here, bro.
Yeah, Joe.
Put your pants on, man. My wife's here. Put
Hey,
your pants
she'll
on, man.
hey, she'll call you out. She's like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Word, right? Word,
My wife
man.
don't play. But no, I appreciate you having me on, man. You really shocked me when I got that when you hit me that message like, yo, you good for Wednesday? I was like,
Gotta
shit,
get
say
you on,
less.
bro.
Say less.
Let's
Come
go.
through. Let me on.
Let's go.
It sounds I feel like I'm I used to be a guest, but I feel like I'm an actual member of LWO now on Fridays. I've been on like a month straight now.
We're gonna put
You know what I'm saying? So
You've been on more episodes than I have, man.
you know what I'm saying?
They put you on the pill, bro. They put you on the pill.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm just the dark skinned one.
Hey, yo, you know what you are, bro? You that one black dude that was in colors, that was part of the Mexican game, bro. You that one dude, bro.
That's right.
They're gonna teach you how to rock everything, bro.
We welcome everyone.
Oh man, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Cal,
I just know I gotta watch my mouth because I can't talk about tips. I can't talk about. Well, we got people talking about draws. You can't pull out.
Man, you can't do shit, bro.
Mario, that was
Can't.
his fault.
Mario, bro.
Hey, man.
Mario's the first one to call you
Will
out on
was the one
everything
that
you
admitted
say,
it.
That's,
No,
that's true. I
Will
did.
will laugh, bro. He'll laugh.
Yeah, I laugh.
He laughs,
I
and then you
encourage it.
co-sign it, bro. That's just how it be, bro.
Right.
But nah, man. Thank you for being here, Cal. Anytime
appreciate
you
y'all
want to
having
come
me,
through, you
though.
let me know, brother.
Thank y'all.
Hey, L, man, what's going on with you, man? What you got going? I know we're not doing Uncivilized tomorrow, but what's going on? Man?
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on, man. It was cool hanging out with everybody. All this this beloved panel. So much talent here, and everybody in the chat, man. Love seeing everyone tonight.
Yeah.
I still got a couple more videos to throw out with the just my thoughts on Hunter, and I still got to do the Spider-Man that nobody wants, but I still want to talk about it. Other than that, LWO Friday night, where Marco's channel, I think we're going to be on Friday night, so that's going to be fun, man. Calvin, come on through. Real quick, man, I want to shout out my man Feezy, man. Jay Feezy's in the chat right now, bro. It was great to see you, man. He came through over the weekend, man. We went to bent him up over there at DCA. Will, he's the one that actually stood in line to meet Loki and gave me the opportunity to get that little clip for you. So shout out to Feezy's figures out there, man.
Feezy,
Yeah, he's a hell of a dude, man.
Feezy's a cool ass dude.
Feezy's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
so.
hella
He's
cool,
definitely
man.
a cool dude, bro.
So we're gonna try to. I'm gonna see if I
Thanks,
can get him on LW on Friday night too, man. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Feezy, if you out there, come through.
Hell yeah, man. Cam, once we were on Feezy's.
Yeah, we were on was
Yeah.
that last week?
Yeah, we
Or-
did like was it last
was
week.
last
I don't
week,
know. I'm waiting for the
Bro,
invite
we
to
were
get back on the
struggling
show.
trying to get
Feezy,
in
when we
there.
doing another show, bro? When we gonna do another show, man? Definitely.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely, man. Got to get him back on. Or I got to get Feezy on here, as a matter of fact, bro. I told him I wanted to get him on the show, man. Probably get him on next Wednesday, man, if he's available. So definitely get him on here.
Do what you normally do, punk him. You know
Yeah,
how you do.
yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah,
you giving him an option. Any other time you be like,
yo.
no, come on.
Yeah, so check it out. So I hit up Mario. I was like, yo, Mario, you free tomorrow night? So he hit me up later and was like, yeah, that should be cool. I was like, yeah, I just bullied you and put you on the thumbnail anyway, bro. I was like, you already on the thumbnail. So I hit up Marco as well. And when he told me he was cool, I had already made a thumbnail, but I put that one on the side and put up the other one just in case. And when he said he was cool, I just said swap it out real quick.
There we go.
Hey, you got to bully people. That's how it is, man. But
Yeah, keep everybody on standby just in case, man.
definitely, man.
All
Definitely,
the
man.
logos, yeah.
Marco, what you got going on, man?
Yeah, first of all, Lael, thank you for having me. Always a
Always,
blast.
bro. Always,
my cheeks hurt from laughing so hard tonight. So that was really good.
I didn't know where you were
bro,
going with that.
Bro, anytime somebody say something, I hear Will go.
Yeah. Well, when you say my cheeks hurt, I mean, it's like,
Oh yeah, well,
you set me up for that.
I walked right into that one. But you know what? I really did. Anyways, moving on from
Marco
that.
went to
but
prison.
Yeah, you did.
you know, they hurt in a great way. But
Now you
anyways,
see his cats right
That's
there.
even better, bro.
Yo, you can't double down. Come on now.
oh man, I always will, man. But yeah, on
Oh my
1-6
God.
Fix, like Mario said, we'll have LWO on my channel on Friday night, so it should be 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time. I don't know. Lael has lost
shit.
it. I don't know. We just need to solo Lael and have him watch it, lose his shit here. But yeah, also look for new episodes of the She Said No podcast. Like I said, Gigi just finished finals. I've had a bunch of boxes come in. She's not very happy, so we should have a really, really fun banter on that episode. New episodes of the Bargain Bin Bros, hopefully this week and next. So yeah, thank you again for having me, and really great time.
Always, man.
Very heartfelt.
Fuck you, Will, man. I swear to God,
Bro,
bro.
Marco's talking about clapping cheeks over here. You know, I'm just
I
like,
never
Yeah.
said clapping.
But they do
Oh
hurt.
man. Yo, Jay. Well, that's up, man. What you got going on your
Man.
channel, man?
Once again, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. I love it.
Fucking Will.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes, we got best of the best tomorrow. I do not know who's going to be on the panel, so I'll probably be hitting up a lot of you. Oh, damn it!
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hey, come on, jump on.
Hell yeah.
So,
oh, dude,
so-
Avatar's tomorrow night, Jay. Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that too.
shit.
Damn it! It
Yeah.
is. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, because
So we
otherwise,
may
yeah.
not- so we may not be doing best of the best tomorrow.
Oh,
Because that movie's
shit.
like 3 hours long. So
Yeah,
Damn near
Yeah.
4, I heard. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. We'll,
I gotta take Toy to see it on Friday night, man. She can't wait.
Mm.
She told me if I don't take her, my black ass is gonna be on the couch, bro. You already know.
you gotta do that, brother. You gotta do that.
yeah.
But I am currently working on Doc Brown the review for Doc Brown, so he's gonna be coming out cheat sheet. This guy.
Yo, fucking will,
This
bro.
guy.
Too good.
Absolutely. So yeah, I got Doc. I'm doing a review for Doc Brown. That should be out. And whatever news, if something does drop tonight, that's gonna be
I'm just going to set my alert for Mario's channel if something drops.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
know.
No doubt.
Yeah, if something drops, I
might as
know
well.
Mario's gonna go live. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll
But I
see.
mean, anyway,
but yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing best of the best tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah.
Damn, I spoiled it.
Put it out there, man, just in case, man, because I know, like I said, I forgot that, again, we were supposed to go see it on Friday, so there's not gonna be a figure flex this week. Possibly it won't be. It might. If it is, it'll probably be a little early, but I don't think it will be because that's when we're supposed to go Friday night. I promised Toya I'd take her. So, but yeah, man, thank you for being here. Really quick though, I want to touch on something. Serious note. Shout out, rest in peace to my bro Twitch. If people haven't heard, Twitch is the guy that was the DJ on the Ellen show. I met Twitch about 4 or 5 years ago. Actually, no, I met him it was 4 or 5 years ago, but the first time I met him was in Sydney, Australia, when Ellen, basically, came there. So again, shout out to him and his family. My condolences to him and his family. People out there got to realize, man, straight up, mental illness is a thing. Depression is a thing. And like I said, I know that there were some disclaimers out there, but yes, it is a real thing. It's something that's happening, and it is touching the community. It is touching people. It's like widespread right now. And again, like I said, this is a safe space for us. Just remember that. Be kind to everybody because you never know their struggles. You never know what they're going through. So before you basically say something that might be a tad bit disrespectful, think about those things and how serious people take things. And again, we want to create a safe space. For those of us who've, basically been out here and been, supporting this community for the longest time, we want to actually create a space where you can come in and enjoy yourself and have a good time and laugh I love the simple fact that we can sit here and laugh at everything, but we do this, with all fairness and sincereness. Like we are very sincere about this thing and also making sure that you have a space where you can feel comfortable. So I just wanted to put out there real quick, to the family, my condolences and stuff like that. But so anyway, thanks everybody for being on the show tonight, man. Again, stay alert because you never know what's going to be dropping tonight. Something might actually drop. Remember, if you see El Professor's channel pop up, best believe that means something. If you see him or if you actually see either the Wonder Twins go live, or whichever, if I get a notification,
one of us out here on the West Coast,
somebody out on the West Coast doing something, you know what I mean? It's just going to pop off. Cam hit me up, or somebody's going to hit me up just to let me know. And then if it's not good, Will probably hit me up in the morning and be like, yo, you might want to cancel that pre-order.
You gotta cancel that.
That's what we did
with Grievous. Grievous.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I
What's
plug
up,
one more
Marco?
thing? Sorry, I was too busy thinking about getting my cheeks beat, and so I forgot to mention Collecting Weekly. Every Tuesday night I'm out there. We just those guys just did the award show this week, so really fun episodes. Oh my gosh! So go check Collecting Weekly out, and I'm on there pretty much every Tuesday. Just wanted to give them a shout out real quick too.
Definitely, man. Shout out to Collecting Weekly. Speaking of which, I cannot wait till Sunday. Hey, Mario, are you gonna be on Bricks and Brews on Sunday, bro?
Oh yeah, Sean bullied me on that too, man. So,
hell yeah, Bricks and Brews, bro. So Bricks and Brews, we got Good Morning Grills, Will Show on Friday, LWO, Marco, like everybody, Cam's, like all you motherfuckers is bringing content, y'all. And really good content. So make sure you subscribe to everybody's channel if you want to get some. I'm still waiting for that butterbeer.
I tried not to talk about it.
You said it was coming.
You said it was coming.
You said it was coming.
And everybody's been waiting on that butterbeer, bro.
I've been looking for it.
Waiting. What's up? Where's the butterbeer?
All right, y'all. Next week, this butterbeer. Y'all collectibles cocktails. Make sure you tune in.
So
next
straight
Monday.
up, man. Let's get that butterbeer. But anyway, everybody out there, we love y'all, man. Stay safe. If you don't get a chance to talk to us this week, and we don't talk to you during the holiday season, please have a very safe and secure Christmas with the family. Pay it forward, making sure that you know what you're spreading the love. This is the season for that, man. Shout out to my baby Latoya T. Can't wait to get upstairs to see you, my family, everybody out there, all y'all. You know, you want to say anything to Gigi, bro? While we're on here, man. You know, getting good graces. You want to say anything while she's watching?
Oh, my Gigi. My Gigi.
Yeah, you Gigi.
Yeah. I think, let's see. Charlie the unicorn said it perfect. Gigi, just say yes. It's just as simple as that. Just say yes.
Just say yes, Gigi.
Carnage,
That's a whole
yes.
podcast right
DeLorean,
there.
yes.
Just
Ryu,
say
yes.
yes.
Come on.
Just say yes. It's great. Hey, yo, it's Christmas, bro. Just say yes.
Come on. I'm
Hey,
saying. Man.
speaking on that, I had a party here at the house, and Mario and Eddie came through, and I happened to walk through the kitchen at one point, and I have really good hearing, so I hear Mario. He has my wife kind of pinned off to the side, like, "Yo, so why don't you, his collection room's growing, so can he get another room? Like, what you gonna let him do?"
I tried, Calvin.
You gotta
That's what
advocate for your
Mario
bros,
does,
dude.
bro.
I tried, bro.
I was
what Mario
like,
does.
I went out to
it
bat
ain't.
for my brother, man.
I was like, it ain't gonna happen, but he did try for me. I appreciate it.
That's what Mario does, bro.
That's what's up.
That's what Mario does. He did that the entire time I was in Cali. Toy was like, Toya, so straight up. So definitely. So anyway, shout out to everybody out there. We love y'all, man. Have a safe and a happy holiday season. I'm not even going to bring the outro music on because I already know what's going to happen. It's going to freeze, and I'm not even doing that. So I'm just going to end it on a peace. We love y'all, and like my man Marco said, make sure you guard those cheeks. We out.